We've got a little bit of a game to watch here. I wonder if we could. I hate to fast forward. The editing on this is terrible. But welcome. I'm going to start now, Stove. So I'll try to make this real quick. Welcome to Watch Dogs. Blah 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 blah. Today we watch the Boston Red Sox play the Texas Rangers in what is this? August 26, 1986. How old were you in 1986?
I was just turned 4 in March that year.
So you remember this game?
Yeah, I remember it vividly. Yeah.
Okay, well, don't feel too bad. I was -1 years old at this point. I was born in 1987, so this eclipses me. So we'll just start this up and we'll watch it. So 1, 2, 3. Right. I will leave the link in the page. Hold on, I gotta start on this side. Whoops. Is that too loud? Maybe a little lower. We do have to watch a little bit because I watched the first part of this, but not the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a surprise here. Well, I think I've already spoiled it to you.
Who's this voice? I can't remember.
Very pleasant good evening, everyone.
Yeah, there you go.
Lucas here in tonight.
Greg Lucas,
yeah. Norm Hitzges, looking forward to Game 2 of this series between the Red Sox, who lead the American League East, and the Rangers, who are just 3 games
young Norm Hitzges.
Man.
Hopefully a preview of the
how old would he be? He's been here.
How old would he be here?
Yeah, how old is he here?
God, he's got to be in his early 40s, probably.
Yeah, something like that. I was going to say late 30s.
Oh, my God. If he's my age, I will lose it.
They all looked so bad back then, dude.
I know.
And he is one of the
I know they do.
Think about hitting a home run, even himself.
Oh, my. Well, he hit 255 times in his career and had 1 homer. Gino didn't exactly go up there thinking about a home run last night.
No,
I freaking love Norm.
Gino.
And,
Gino.
Got a good fastball, and I hit it well, and I really didn't think it was going out at first, but I was happy it did.
When it went out, the first thing that went through your mind?
Well, I knew that we had tied the ball game, and I knew we had a chance to come back and win it. This year we've been playing tough in the later innings, and so I felt that we were going to come back and win that ball game.
What kind of reception did you get when you went back to the dugout?
Well, I got quite a reception. The whole club was probably as surprised as I was, and everybody was kind of happy, and I'm glad that I got some harassment from most of the guys about hitting a home run, so they gave me a good reception.
I think Gino, I have to look at it. I think Gino lives in Parker County, by the way.
Did he really?
I think he does.
Or he still does? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I might be speaking out of line there, but.
Oh, Oil Can Boyd's going
Oh
for
my
Boston.
God. This is great, even better.
It's all coming up, and we're going to take a look at the lineup, get the game underway after we review some of the
By the way,
plays of the season here on
the Rangers had a real. What did HSC stand for?
Home Sports Entertainment.
Home Sports Entertainment? Yeah. Because instead of doing the Rangers Network, they probably could have done that. Brought that brand back.
Or at least use the same, logo, but just had,
Yeah.
Texas Rangers Network in there instead.
With Steve Buechele playing. Oh, God.
I'm interested to see the Red Sox crowd for this game. Is it like it is now, these days?
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Were there planes around back then? Did people travel as much?
Were there planes? Yeah.
I don't know how it worked in 86.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't think they travel as much.
No.
And I don't know if Boston was as popular in 1980. Well, I mean, obviously with this being 86 season,
good, yeah.
The 86 season.
Yeah.
So we have Toby Harrah. I do not know this pitcher.
I don't either. I was gonna say the same thing. Don't
Lloyd.
recognize him at all.
22-year-old Mike Lloyd has never faced the Boston.
Oh,
Mike
God.
Lloyd.
22 years old.
Mike Lloyd has never faced. This is only his 7th start in the big league. He is 2-0 and earned run average of 4.86.
86. We were really struggling. I think this guy.
Yeah. You're gonna pitch, sir. We have 1 month left.
Sir. He's like, I don't even want to. He's like, this is the Rangers.
Yeah.
This is the Rangers. You just got to go.
Yeah, you got to do it.
You just got to go.
Oh, you know it was hot then, too.
This is August. Yeah. You know, I was watching. I want a few things to clock for these old games. And number one, that's funny about the umpire. He's practicing.
Yeah, he gets down in the squat. I'm just glad he didn't have the stupid pad that they had in front.
You love the pad. I gotta find a game that has the pad.
Yeah.
With that '70s game we watched, did you watch that '70s game with us?
No, I don't think so. Not
Okay.
that far back.
And yeah, I want to say that one of them guys had a pad.
It would short circuit me the entire watch.
You couldn't concentrate. Well, not a lot of people at the stands tonight. The bleachers look a little scattered there.
When the pregame shots, it looked like at least behind the plate looked like a pretty good, fill in.
I can already tell. And I don't know, I've been just watching like really good pitchers the last few days. And by the way, we're recording this. It is March 29th, 2025, if I'm going to say that. The pitchers nowadays compared to, I'm just watching Lloyd.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh my God, this guy sucks. And I can already just tell, but just his delivery, the speed of it all, you're just like, God.
You get rocked.
How's Wade Boggs not just going to just tee off right now? Somebody, it was Bob Sturm. He just posted something about Wade Boggs.
Yeah.
War versus George Brett.
Yeah.
And Wade Boggs. Who would you think would take that over? Like,
ooh,
who would win in that? Oh, we're gonna have Brandon.
That's got to be pretty tight, right?
It was very tight, and Wade Boggs took it.
I was gonna say, I'd give me Boggs on that. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I said Wade Boggs only because of defensive contributions.
Yeah.
And Brandon has joined the chat.
Hello, Brandon.
This will be a nice reunion. We haven't all been around each other in a while, except like a full-on talking, whatever. Do you remember the pitcher Lloyd? Who the fuck is this guy in left field? Who is that?
So what's his first name? His last name was Ward.
Wilkerson?
No, was it Wilkerson playing left? I thought it was Ward playing left.
Boy, he looks like he's a fly soul brother.
Man, no joke.
He looks like a cool dude.
I do love the stirrups though, man.
I love a stirrup and the flip down glasses. I don't know why that didn't last. I think polarized lenses kind of helped with that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Since then, though, he's been killing a lot of pitches. He's been hitting very well. Yeah, there's the Boggs bouncer.
Oh, that is so Boggs right there.
The same thing.
I still remember his swing, the way he hits. That was just so Boggs, because a lot of times that gets through actually.
Yeah, he almost like chops at it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because of the light conditions, it is so tough to hit in the light conditions.
Okay, now I'm curious. I'm going to check the weather. What was the date on this one?
This is August 26th.
The day after I turned 10.
Okay, we did. Stove was 5, you were 10, and I was -1. Did no one like my Boston Red Sox? I said the Killer Bees, Boggs, Barrett, and Buckner. I don't think that didn't catch on.
No, not really.
And I just noticed that Brandon's wearing his Red Sox shirt for this.
That's right. I got to bring a little bit of balance here. Since
cheering up.
Didn't you just have an OU shirt on?
I did.
Oh God! Okay, this is the first. We've never had a full costume change during the Watch Dogs. Hey, Stove.
Oh, yeah.
What do you notice about this guy's helmet right here?
Got the cap underneath.
Got the cap.
Yeah.
How do you like the cap?
I would roll with that every now and then. when I was
Really?
playing. Oh, yeah.
Mine
It
was
looked
a
cool.
reason because of a lot of times you don't have one size fit all helmets, and you
Yeah.
just get whatever you get, and a lot of times you get a big one every now and then, so the hat would kind of help out a little bit.
Had to, yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
Okay.
They don't.
Rocking
They don't rock the
Franklin
hat
batting
anymore.
gloves too.
Franklin, man, it's a solid glove.
Got up to 93 degrees that day.
That's not too
76
bad.
was the low.
That's actually that's not a day
It's
that
not-
if it was 93 in August, you're actually pleasantly surprised, like pleasantly happy.
That's decent. Yeah, yeah.
You don't have Stove on X in 1986 going, what the heck?
This is shit.
I can't believe it's
4-year-old.
107
This is
again today. All right, we got our first
Like
walk.
one day in July, like 10 years ago, and it was like 93 for a high, and it was just, I was like rolling with the windows down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, man, Buckner was such a baseball player looking dude.
I got some news for you though, Buckner.
Yeah.
He was framed.
You know what? I think his glove let him down. Have you seen the
Okay, if we're gonna get into that this early,
Oh, okay.
I blame Gedman more than I blame Buckner.
Really? Okay.
Okay, how so?
Well, because
I don't even know
Gedman
who
had
that
the
is.
pass ball that allowed the Mets to tie the game.
He's a catcher.
Oh.
So the game was already tied at the time when Buckner let the ball go through his legs.
Well, you know what? I doubt we ever get to the 1986 Mets Red Sox game in the Watchdogs, but I would be interested to watch that maybe on my own.
I would like to watch. Just to who had the play-by-play on the TV side, right? You remember that?
yeah, it's Vin Scully.
Yeah, that would be great just to watch that, just to hear him the entire game.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think a few of these I've seen Vin Scully calling a Rangers game thing. Whenever they do some of these national ones.
Yeah, yeah.
I would, just simply because like the first inning of that game, there was some guy that parachuted in the Shea Stadium. So I'd be kind
Really?
of interested to hear what
Oh.
Vin Scully's reaction was to it.
I have a feeling it would be nothing like how Kevin Harlan reacts to something like that.
I just watched I watched a clip of Vin Scully, and it was a play where I think the Dodgers performed 10 errors in one play, and he's
Oh
just
my God.
calmly like going through the whole
Man,
thing.
he
I can't even
was good at that.
I can't even like I don't have a fond thing about Vin Scully because he wasn't a big part of whatever I listened to, but I do have an
Yeah.
appreciation for him, and yeah,
He was so good, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a long night for Lloyd.
Yeah,
I feel
his time, I think, in the national spotlight kind of ended in I think 88 or 89.
Really?
After NBC lost the baseball rights to CBS
Oh.
because Jack Buck was the baseball announcer for CBS.
Yeah.
Interesting. Another thing to check for the rest of the night is the crowd. Now,
Yeah.
I will say, I watched the game today, just as a kind of a primer today. It was the Rangers versus the Baltimore Orioles, and this was in Baltimore in 1980, or in April in 1986,
Mhm.
and people were wearing suits and ties.
It's 86.
Yeah, I know. I was like, is this 1966 or But yeah, there was
Dude, that's insane.
a few suits and ties. So I want to see. I doubt anybody in Texas would be wearing a suit and tie, but let's just check and see if let's see if someone's wearing. Here's one thing I could see: someone wearing a dress shirt with short sleeves and a tie. Just a random.
Yeah. What is that play?
Oh, all right.
God, we're gonna cheering. All right, welcome, Dustin, to the. This is your first Watchdogs, right, Dustin?
No, he's been on one.
What? Oh, which one did you do?
He did the Rangers Yankees that we did.
Oh,
in,
yeah,
August.
that's the one Stove missed. Yeah, I forgot about that one. That was a fun one. And for you guys don't know that Norm is on the call with Greg Lucas.
Hey, look at the batter's boxes too. So I noticed a minute ago. They seem bigger back then too.
Yeah, I've
It-
seen a
it
couple of
does.
those. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like a batter's area. I don't know what it is. Here's Jim Rice. He's a bad
And the
son
base
bitch.
coaches are actually in, the boxes that they're supposed to be in.
Yeah.
I had a healthy respect for Jim Rice. He seemed like a bad dude.
He's really reduced his swing. I know some of the folks in Boston are critical of him for that. But
I hated him when he played with the Niners. I know that. Okay, sorry. That's the only one I'll do tonight. I'll leave it alone.
You can keep going.
no, but the Rangers would certainly like one here.
Man, I'm telling you, the Chyron with no, like, I don't know what. I know obviously it's the first inning, but it's going to get really bad. Like, I don't even know what inning it is. I definitely don't know how many strikes or balls or strikes.
Where's the score bug? God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, what did
How
we
did we
do back
survive
then?
back
I have no idea. I think we had more concentration where, you're watching with your dad and he's like, I know what inning it is. I know what the score is.
It's like, well, I mean, we weren't watching the game and, talking about it on Twitter or on our cell phone.
Yeah, he had
We just
full
watched the game.
concentration.
Look at Jim Rice's stirrups.
Yeah.
He went with the high ones. Yeah.
Those are ridiculous. I know that we kind of glorify those for some reason.
Oh,
Man,
Stowe
those
just
are-
talked about how he liked the stirrups.
I did.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know which is so weird that I did, but yeah.
I like the all color socks, man.
I like that too. Yeah.
I like
Even
the way.
I mean, I played with the stirrups. I think when I first started playing ball, and I never liked them, man. They're just kind of just not my thing, really. But
I think I like the way Maddox had the stirrups. Didn't he have the stirrups? Am I crazy?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I like the way his were.
It was very small. Like
Yeah.
probably like what 3 or 4 inches, and that's
Yeah.
about it.
Hey, by the
were
way,
there a lot of players that wore Puma spikes in baseball like Jim Rice is?
Not that I remember.
no.
It seemed like it was more of a soccer thing.
This is
right?
gonna be a long night
Yeah.
for the Rangers. I can already tell.
Good
All right.
Lord.
I can already
Yeah.
tell. This is gonna be.
Just
This is
serving 'em up.
this is not
What was Boston's record coming into this game? Because I know they were really good in '86.
Hey,
Obviously,
hey,
but, like,
Brandon, I'm already gonna put you in the producer chair tonight. I can't talk.
Am I going to have to look that up?
I can't
I think
type.
Boston was like what 30 games over 500 coming into this or something. They won their division pretty easily that year.
Valentine's
They
already
won
got
by
to go
5
out.
games over the Yankees. So
He's
the
already-
Yankees actually made it tougher than I thought they were.
Yeah,
Valentine's already got to freaking chide this little kid's ass.
I've never heard of this pitcher.
I've
Who is this?
Nobody has.
We never have either.
David
Yeah.
Lloyd.
Hey, look him up so we can get him in the immaculate grid and get 0.0496%.
No doubt. No doubt.
Put in Lloyd. I'm betting that hit. What like?
He's taking it in the loins.
Oh, here's Stowe's other
Sergio
favorite.
Lloyd.
Here's Stowe's other favorite thing in old time baseball. What is it, Stove? Oh, Don Baylor.
See, does he not have the ear? Does he not have the earpiece?
Yeah, I was
There
gonna
you
say
go.
just like the regular catcher's batter's helmet.
God.
R.I.P. Don Baylor.
Okay,
I was
so
gonna say,
coming
he's
into
dead,
this
isn't he?
game, the Red Sox had a 6.5 game lead over the
Oh!
Toronto Blue Jays.
Foul.
I got bat, didn't I? Think.
That's a foul. What the
There's
fuck?
Bouchel.
I took a piss with him in at Slovacek's one time.
Bouchel?
Huh?
Bouchel?
Yeah. He was in the when I went to Slovacek's over in West. He was there.
So, like, how long ago are we talking? Like, when Shane Bouchel was at Texas or SMU?
No, I think it was probably like 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
God, I forgot he even existed.
Do you guys like these Boston road uniforms? They didn't wear these very long. With this black font that just says Boston on them.
I'm good with it.
Yeah. Very basic.
Yeah,
It is.
It is, and what's weird is that I think there was like a 2-year stretch about 16 years ago where they kind of switched back to that. and then they switched back to what they wear now.
Did he
where
think he
it's
checked
the,
it? Sorry.
You want a interesting fact about our Mike Lloyd here? So
This was the only game he pitched.
No, his last appearance was the next year in October 1st of '87. So that's all he played in the majors, 2 years.
Last
But
day of the season thing.
in '86, he won the Golden Spikes Award,
What?
which is bestowed annually to the best amateur baseball player in the United States.
How in the fuck did he get that?
So he got to the bigs pretty quickly then.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like a month.
what the hell, man? That hit
Was
him.
this his first start this game?
It should be bases loaded for the Red Sox.
Hold on. Who the fuck is this manager for the Red Sox?
John
Mac-
McNamara.
Yeah, John McNamara. I was about to say Jimmy Williams.
McNamara?
Yeah, John McNamara.
Why does it sound like a general? General McNamara.
He didn't.
Why does he
He
look
didn't
like?
return in '87.
Why does he look like the announcer from Major League?
Bob Uecker.
Yeah, he
Bob
looks like-
Uecker.
I know. I know Bob Uecker. That is all bat there, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about?
Take it to New York. Review it.
yeah.
It's, and the way that he pitches, he had to have gotten like shoulder problems, right? This is way over the top.
Oh God.
What McNamara can't figure out is how the umpire can call hit by the pitch, send him to first base, and then have somebody talk him out of it, basically.
That's a very good point, Norm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Frito?
Look up at the sky.
Did McNamara die after this year?
No.
Like he looks like he's going to die in.
the '86
He
season.
looks 84.
He never saw the '90s, right?
He actually did. So
Oh,
they
wow.
actually interviewed him after the 2011 World Series
Oh my
because,
God. What?
they got within a pitch of winning the World Series in Game 6 and couldn't close it out. And
We have controversy here, folks. We have controversy.
The Red Sox interviewed him after 2011.
no, there was some national baseball writer did because he was
Oh,
living
I
in,
got
he
you.
was living in Nashville at the time because they were asking him, what are the Rangers going through right now?
Oh, I got you.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
So he wanted to relate it.
I'm sorry, I didn't
know
even
what they were
understand the
going through, but
context of that. I was like, wow.
I know I was going through some things that the morning of Game 7
Well, they
after
can't.
the
Yeah, I
shit
think-
we had seen the night before.
I think we all were.
They can't hurt
Yeah.
me anymore.
I couldn't work. I mean, I couldn't
Yeah, I
concentrate at work.
Yeah, I called him to work. I was like, "Fuck this."
I can't even remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just remember the
that's-
night. I think it was all a blur.
I've never been more sports disappointed in my life than that moment in Game 6.
I mean, that
still
definitely hit him.
No,
Yeah,
it
it
didn't.
did. It did.
I mean,
I
they're
think so.
saying
On his
you
arm,
can't
didn't it?
tell, but yeah,
I
I
thought
don't know.
it hit his arm. but,
In
you know.
in ultra
It's
low
not there.
in ultra low D, it's really hard to tell.
Yeah.
God, look at that! Look how far he had to run.
Look at onslaught, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you ever see that video? Well, of Don Baylor breaking his leg catching the ceremonial first pitch
Yeah, I think
Oh.
that was. Yeah, he.
when he was with
I think
the
that might have been
Angels.
the last season. Yeah,
I think
that might
he-
have been his.
Oh, he was done after that.
He died, I think, within a year.
Yeah, he
after
died.
that,
He
didn't
died
I
from
think
the leg break.
Well, I think he developed cancer or something.
Oh
didn't he? Or
God!
something
No, I thought he had
like
like
that.
multiple not that, but
I don't know. He was an old timey baseball player. They had everything. Ooh, look at that pitch.
Have a seat.
he is going to be pissed off.
Because he's wearing that helmet.
What a beautiful ballpark we had.
Wasn't it?
Marlboro, I'm gonna smoke right now.
Yeah, give me a Marlboro.
Give me a cowboy. Give me a cowboy
feel like
killer
having
right
one.
now.
We used to almost always sit out in the bleachers, except for one game when my dad decided to get tickets right behind the Rangers dugout. I think it was like in '87 or '88, and I thought, "Wow, we're rich."
Yeah,
Ridge.
we're sitting this close.
It's
Must
like,
have
hey,
all
there's
of them.
home plate.
Oh, sorry, Wilkerson's playing shortstop.
There we go.
Curtis Wilkerson.
by Pete
Much
O'Brien
better
had a
than
very
Brad Wilkerson.
yeah. Pete O'Brien had a very unfortunate name, and I figured that out today.
Yeah.
I was watching
Man,
a
I
game.
miss HSE, man.
No, I was watching the game, and the guy goes, and Pete O'Brien. It sounds like Pito. I don't know.
Ito.
Yeah. It's like, boy, you got to be really. I don't know.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
Okay, do you guys remember when Oda B. McDowell came back here? What year that was?
94.
When he came back, it was that
Yeah.
Was that year?
Yeah.
The mid '90s.
Because he
Yeah, I can't
actually
remember exactly when it was.
I only know this because Grego just did something just recently about this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said whenever his number here is 0 in this time frame, and then when he came back, he asked what number did he have when he was in '94, and I couldn't remember. I thought it was 88 for some reason, but it was 8, and it's just his number 0 and 0.
0.
That's what the whole thing is. Boy,
Oil
Oil
Can
Can
Boy,
Boy
but-
was a bad motherfucker, dude.
What a hell of a name.
It almost feels racist whenever you say it. You're like, God.
He weighs like
Okan had a
72
run
pounds.
through.
Yeah.
Okan had a run through Texas.
Yeah?
Yeah. He
But it-
actually, so he's like
Yeah, he's there.
dogpiling. He's in the middle of the dog pile here with Kenny Rogers.
I don't
Oh,
think
is he really?
Did he
was there?
play that
Okay.
game though?
I didn't realize that he was
I don't think he played. It's probably David
that he was
Holtz.
here that late. I thought it was early '90s.
Yeah, it is early '90s,
That's the
'94.
only reason I know.
Huh.
And when did Oil Can Boyd? This is pre-Rangers, right? He had, he had,
Oil Can was like in the 90s.
yeah, he had a swim
Yeah,
through.
I could have swore he was 91 or 2 is
Yeah,
kind of when I
something
thought he
like
was
that.
here.
Yeah.
Before the new ballpark opened, I didn't realize he pitched in the new ballpark.
Wait, hold on. Oda B had this much pop? He's got
I
16 home
know,
runs?
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I watched one game. The game I was watching, he popped one out. I was like, damn, bro. The Can.
The Can.
He's already got a nickname. You don't have to give him another one.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to nickname the nickname.
Yeah. Well, it's better than Oily. Oh,
Oil
Oily.
Can to you, sir.
Definitely got those old school pitching sleeves under the uni.
Oh, look, he looked like he struggled in that one for a second. Who is that guy?
Yeah, who
He's
is
number
that?
20, Brad.
There's
Johnny Amist.
Oh, Cam Boy was a lot skinnier than I remember. Like lanky. California's up
Yeah, he
1 on
didn't-
New York, by the way.
Ooh,
Suck.
Toby
Oh.
wasn't doing very well in '86, was he?
Let's say, well, this isn't
Why is he hitting second?
Jesus
because of like seniority.
Hitting 260.
It's like we trust Toby. Hey, Toby's been sucking ass. We
Toby's a
trust him.
gamer. He's a veteran. He's got the
Can you
veteran.
imagine how sick Twitter would be if we saw
It's sick. Bobby
Basically,
Valentine would probably find your fucking house.
I mean, we basically had that in 2013 or 14, whenever Michael was hitting towards the top of the lineup, and he was really bad. You know, towards
Oh,
the end
yeah.
of his,
That's true. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, do you remember that conversation? We were upset about that because he kept playing because of who he was. We were. Did they want to replace him with Profar? If I remember correctly.
Man. I'm right.
But yeah, Michael was pretty bad his last year here because
Yeah.
he ended up with the Dodgers.
Philadelphia.
Maybe he traded to the Dodgers. He was with the Dodgers briefly, but yeah, it didn't go very well. Ooh.
No.
Oh, that
Yeah.
looked like a good pitch.
All right, let's hear from the ABS. Hold on.
Racist Tom.
Do they have time?
Clearly.
Do they have time for the ABS right now, or?
Yeah.
Dustin, that sounds right about the year and the player because I was 13 or so when Profar came up and hit that home run in Cleveland his first game, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was late summer. So
I feel like we ended up being right about that.
It's kind of a late bloomer.
He has been. But,
I mean, he's been pretty good in his 30s.
Oh,
look at this.
hey.
What do we know?
What a bunch of fucking idiots we are.
Can't even get the shutdown in.
Toby, god damn.
You just
Dude.
don't take Toby out of that 2 spot.
He looks over at his bench coach, kept telling him to put Toby a little further down. He's like, what about that motherfucker? How about that? How old is Toby here? I mean, Toby's
a second swim.
Toby's a 70s player. Like, he's, had a real better run in the late
Toby
70s.
Harrah in 1986 was 37.
Oh, so he's a year younger than me.
Yeah.
He looks 50 years older than me right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you Google him and you see a picture of him when he was young, technically, he looks like he's 38 in his rookie year. If you Google the picture.
So insane, man.
You know what? 19 home runs for Pete O'Brien, not bad.
No,
not at all.
You could do worse than that. He's standing so far away from the plate.
We
look at that.
We still talk about that. Just like when we watched Dave Winfield bat, and we were like, Dave, like move in a little bit.
Yeah, look at him, man. He's just basically saying, yeah, just throw it outside. I won't be able to do anything with it.
They're not allowed to do that.
He's rolling with the one batting glove too.
Yeah, that was a.
Yeah, it doesn't even have a wristband or anything on the other arm. That kind of looks weak.
Where's his?
That's rare when you got the wristband and the one batting glove on one arm and nothing on the other.
Hey, not to get too modern with this, but today, I'm telling you right now, Jock Peterson, he's got a short leash with me right now.
Does he?
Yeah.
Really?
He did.
How so?
He did 2 things today that really annoyed me. Where if you're not playing well, I don't want to see your face ever on my team ever again.
Okay, what was it?
Art Haub was the first base coach of the Rangers at one point.
Yeah,
wow.
Mm-hmm.
He was the bench.
That was right before I became the Astros.
I was about to say he was a bench coach at one time too. Yeah.
Okay, Jock Peterson. What did he do?
So Jock Peterson had a really dumb necklace on today.
Yeah, I kind of
It
noticed
looked like
that.
shark teeth or something.
I don't know what the hell that was, but it does not need to be on any of my baseball players. And another bit that he does. Can you guess what the other bit is that is annoying me with him?
The yellow batting gloves and shoes.
Every bit of what the fuck? Get the fuck off my team. I cannot fucking stand that.
Dude,
if he shows
the other day, wasn't it?
If he shows up with like pink, like whatever the hell, or green or some other weird color,
you'd be surprised how many kids do that type of thing.
I would if I had a son who did that, I would slap them. And I'm not a bit. No, I'm just playing. But no, Stove looked at me like, "Dude, calm down."
I love Jock Peterson. So I mean, like, it's weird. Like I have irrational hate for some players, but there's other guys that I'll just give you a pass no matter what. He's probably what I want.
Okay, well, and also I don't like. He's not fat, but I do not like chubby baseball players.
He used to not be that way either.
Yeah, I do not like chubby baseball players. And if you're a chubby baseball player, you better be everyone just like hitting home runs all day long, or driving doubles.
With my son, and I told him, I'm like, man, Jock's put on some weight, man. Like,
and everybody's gonna be like, are you fat shaming Jock? Yes, I am. I'm actively. So he better be productive throughout the whole time. But right now, he is on a short leash with me.
It is weird today seeing him play against hit against Walker Buehler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, those were one of, if not one, I wanted one of those two guys in that Yu Darvish deal. I remember being mad about it back in the day.
See the trade?
And I'm like, just give me one of them. And the fact that we only got what
Walker
we got
Buehler
still irritates me.
Walker Buehler would have been a pretty good one. He kind of walked in some bad luck today. I thought he pitched well.
Oh, yeah. He settled down. after giving up the first couple of months.
Tony Armas. This is the same.
Tony Armas, okay.
Tony Armas had been around for a while by this point.
It looked like his back really hurt after he swung that.
Yeah.
Dude.
If he was Josh Young, he'd already be out.
Yeah.
He might have to go to the IL. Did you guys hear that?
You know, there's a.
We all knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
It is March.
When he threw that ball yesterday, I had thought that he was doing that like on purpose, to kind of.
Yeah, I know. I saw that tweet and I went back and looked at the replay. I'm like, man, I think you're right.
Yeah, but I think if he hurt himself, I don't think it was intentional anymore. If he hurt his neck.
No, I think they called it back spasms.
Back spasms?
That's what I saw.
He had a neck issue, didn't he?
I saw neck spasm.
Is it neck spasm or back spasms?
I swear I saw neck.
Look it up. Doesn't he have a... Okay, whatever.
It's pretty much everything with him at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, as I said...
When I watched him hit, I mean, he has like so much padding on that it kind of looks like he's going to do like roller derby.
He's like the...
Now, because he's
like
so
the...
bones, like...
He's like the glass man right now. He's a Samuel Jackson character right now.
The Sean Lee of the Rangers.
It's very frustrating because I had such high hopes for him.
Iron Smith or something.
Ben Bishop.
Yeah.
That's a strike, dude.
How could you not call that a strike?
Well, his name is
Loin.
What in the
absolute hell was
You don't think Loin's getting the getting the veteran approval?
You gotta earn it, kid.
You gotta earn it.
Yeah, I know Dedman's like right on the plate, obviously, but like, come on.
Yeah, he's leaning over it for sure.
Yeah, he is. Much closer to it than Pete was.
Yeah, old Peto.
His
Dude, he is
right over it.
Look at that.
He is. Yeah, he's all over it.
Jeez.
He's a Carl Yastrzemski. Carl Yastrzemski guy.
He's just basically begging to be just
Isn't that
pounded inside.
Isn't that what Carl did?
I don't remember.
Well, there was a whole thing where Carl got hit in the face or whatever with a ball.
Yeah.
Is that true? Brandon's my Red Sox historian.
Yastrzemski?
Yeah.
I thought you're thinking
of Tony Conigliaro.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I got
Tony
my.
C.
Tony C.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, it's okay.
What a fucking hack I am. Jesus.
Spike Owen.
You were just -1 in when this game was played. So
Former YouTube greats.
How could I get something
you
in
were
this?
-1.
Hold on. When did Carl Yastrzemski play? 60s or 70s?
70s and 80s.
70s, yeah.
60s, 60s, 70s, early 80s, right?
His grandson sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he didn't have that name, do you think he'd be on a major league team?
No.
I think you could say that about a lot of players,
Nepotism.
right?
He is he's the Brawny of the major leagues.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm sure that Yaz basically made the Red Sox draft his grandson.
Or else.
Yeah. Or else I'm going to sign somewhere else.
You think Boston passed on him? They're like, we're not doing this.
Yeah. I would agree, Norm.
Yes.
Yes.
Dave Henderson's solid. By the way, not brothers
You need him to hit a
with
home
Ricky?
run to...
Yeah. Dave Henderson hit a couple big playoff home runs in '86.
Right.
How about that?
Look at that bullpen.
God.
That was a ridiculous bullpen.
Oh man,
It was a cage.
I gotta make sure I keep that left
Just
arm.
ask Donnie Moore about his home runs.
Oh, yeah, poor Donnie Moore.
That's a good point because he was not a good RBI man, even regardless of where he was.
I don't think he ever got over that, did he?
It's Greg. I think we already. Oh shit!
Oh, poor Lloyd.
Oh
He got hit
shit!
Oh,
That hit him. Dude, Lloyd's a fiery little fucker.
That'll be a base hit.
That is not a very Golden Spikes-like play.
no.
Smiling after this is like whistling past the dark alley.
Dude, he damn near did catch that ball.
Yeah.
He
Holy
damn
shit.
did. He sure damn did.
He damn
Bob.
sure did, Bob.
Do you notice like the replays back then were just basically just like he just went back and basically went over just like the regular camera action.
Yeah, there's
There
no
weren't any
second
other views.
angle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
there weren't any
slow-mo.
other angles. It was just like a slow-mo of the actual shot.
Or no super slow-mo.
Yeah. Dawgs.
Hacking Wade's ready. He's 0 for 1.
How many beers do you think he drank before this game?
Oh.
Like 126.
How many buckets of chicken did
Yeah, I was
he
gonna
eat?
say, how much chicken did he have? Yeah.
Good.
That's a good pitch.
It was.
Wade seems like he's at the proper distance and whatever from the plate.
Yeah, Wade could hit the shit out the baseball, man.
Hey, did you see, by the way?
That's a good
No,
job.
he's got that easy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna
They
need
made
a
that
young
look a lot
Puerto.
closer
We're
than I
gonna need
thought
a
it
young Puerto Rican to fill in
Man,
for
that's a
that.
good throw.
Yeah, it was. He had a hell of a jump.
Slot.
I swear, before Pudge came here, everybody stole bases on the Rangers. He was such a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
That first game in Chicago.
Oh, is he even okay? I thought he was wearing a baseball hat underneath his.
Who, Don Slot?
Yeah, is he wearing a baseball
That's
hat?
what it looked like. It looked like it to me. Yeah, on the when they showed the replay.
By the way, I was looking at Pete O'Brien holding first. Did you see Jake Berger today? And how
Yes.
how they hold first now?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. You know the reason why, again,
doing that, right?
as a first baseman, I'm sure you could do it with more athletic people, but we couldn't do that because I would fall down, and not catch the ball if I had to like try to shimmy or whatever. Oh my God, what a badass! Oh. Dude, Wade Boggs is so good.
It looked like he was trying to.
Who
That's what
does
he wanted
that?
to do.
No one does that anymore. No one just goes, just kind of crack it, see what happens. Oh,
Man.
he waited on
You
that.
can get the hands in.
Like
Look
he
at that.
watched it right down the
with
line.
that pitch.
That's some Ted Williams shit right there.
And Ted would have took it over the left field fence. What is this?
Oh
my God.
Lord. It's in the
And it's in the
stupid
camera well.
fucking dugout.
The chicken man, you hear
Talking
Norm?
about chicken.
Okay, what is there a backstory about? And why am I missing the thing about chicken and Wade Boggs?
Didn't he say that he ate chicken before every game or something?
Every game, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that lore. I just knew about the beers.
Like an entire bucket of chicken.
There aren't a lot of baseballs to hit it for a base hit at all because they would have pulled it.
Have some
His
hella
stance
hitting.
is weird. This is goofy.
Yeah, he's
Like
his
usually
left
people
leg way
open.
over, dude.
Usually people open up a little more.
yeah,
And
he's like he's trying to go to right.
He's so close. Yeah, it's like the video game where you can kind of turn them or.
Yeah, right.
It's like I moved him over a little too much.
There's a foul right side back into the stands.
I don't get that.
We'll put some back up the street. One thing I think that here,
Leading
328,
hitters
that's
by
not all that
decade.
high. Think of the 60s as one of the golden eras.
That was
Oh,
the pitching era.
oh God, box. Oh,
351.
I love seeing. I love Norm fawning. Oh, box. Did you see that? That batting average. Oh,
And then when he gets a pretty good pitch, it's ruined by Wade Boggs. That's the story of baseball. That's really the story in the major league. You got to have that control because the good hitters are going to get you anyway. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Barrett, a 5'10", 176-pounder. He was a collegiate star at Arizona State.
I reached out for that one.
Oh, he bucknered it.
Wow. 80s baseball.
You say that Mike Loyne won the Golden Spikes?
What it said.
Did you check your?
87.
He was drafted in the 7th round.
Yes, it was, and he's played, quite frankly.
Crazy.
It is.
This is.
It's been a slow year in college baseball. Or maybe everyone saw what.
Where did he
I guess
play?
every team saw that he.
Where
Florida
did
State.
What'd you say?
Florida State.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he play with Dion, or is that too early?
Probably too
That
early.
might be Dion's freshman year, maybe.
Do you think he knows Dion? When he goes,
well,
what if he's gonna be like, I'm prime, and look at my boy Lloyd.
at what level are you gonna pitch tonight, Mike?
Let me tell you about my
You
brother,
better.
Lloyd. I don't know why he turns into the
Yes,
preacher.
that was
He turns into the
Dion's
preacher from
freshman year at Florida State. So technically, he could have played 1 year at Florida State with him.
Boy, do you think they roomed together?
I am guessing no.
That'd be a really good combination. If I ever get an interview with Deion Sanders, I'm going to ask him about Lloyd. Okay.
I think Marty might have beat that out.
I'm going to take a piss. I'm just going to keep it going. So.
We showed you last break what's happened in the American League East. Here's the West at the All-Star break. Notice Texas starts play 3 games behind tonight, so California is actually stretched out a bit. Notice also how Chicago.
We were only a game and a half back.
Yeah.
In '86, they finished in second.
Before we change it, guys,
God,
Yeah.
I'll give you the trivia question. Do you know who the hottest
Probably
team in
Bobby
baseball
Valentine's
is
best
since
managerial
the
job.
All-Star break? It is nobody from the East, would you believe? The
Well, except when
Oakland
he took the Mets to the
Oh,
World
it's
Series.
Oakland in the second half. What a shock.
And notice the Red Sox.
They were still doing that in the '80s, huh?
they were annoying back then. Yes.
Yeah, it's like, dude, always been a second half team. Wonder if that had to do with the fact that it got hot everywhere else except Oakland.
Yeah,
They
stayed
were
the
playing in
same
cooler
temperature.
weather, you know? Maybe.
Same weather all year. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that ever had. I mean, you know, can't prove it or anything, but
No.
it wouldn't hurt. You'd think
No.
that, and you know, it was hard to hit in that park.
I didn't realize we had such a cool guy on the Rangers. Gary Ward.
What?
Yeah, Gary Ward looks like a looks kind of cool, doesn't he?
He looks like Eddie Murray's brother.
Kind of.
I mean, like actual brother. Like, that's my brother.
He's got the he's got the hair flow in the back. The what?
Okay, is
What did they used to call that stuff that was on? It's on that. Dang it! I'll think of it in a minute.
Sorry, Ruben Sierra as a number 3. This is very jarring to the eyes.
Yeah.
Ruben DHing. I couldn't remember. I don't remember seeing his name in the.
Look how young and little he is, man.
He is so young.
He's tiny there.
Ask him something in English, and he look at you with the biggest blank face right now.
Like
He's wearing number 3 here.
yeah, definitely.
He's got
I wonder how
his
much weight he gained
he got his Jerry curl.
over the years. That's what I was thinking of. He had the Jerry curl. Gary
God,
Ward.
he still has
Oh,
pretty
that went off
similar
the board.
swing
Almost
still.
looked like-
I mean, not now, but I mean, like, and later in his career to there in '86, like he has a pretty similar swing.
Did the leg kick get pretty high?
Yeah, the leg, but I'm talking about where, watch on the backswing where he kind of like leans back really bad.
Yeah, almost falls.
Yeah, and it's
He
a
was
good
doing the toe
load.
tap there,
Get the
though. He
fuck
didn't
out
have
of
a
my
leg
way,
kick yet.
Buckner. Look at Art Howe. He's like, hey, I'm gonna be a money ball one day.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm going to manage you in Oakland in
Hey,
15 years or whatever.
it's true.
What is that mask? that he's
Whoa.
Yeah, he broke his jaw.
Stove.
Oh my
That's like what hockey players wear. Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's like the equivalent of when the basketball players wear those face masks.
Dave Parker wore like the
I don't think
like
that
the
would.
Freddie hockey mask.
I don't think this would help anything though. You know, I played in a league
Yeah,
whenever.
they obviously don't wear that nowadays.
Yeah, there's no.
They
way.
just wear the extension off of the flap.
I feel like that would like break right into your face and just scar you up that way if you ever got like a fastball to the face.
Yeah.
I played in a little league. I can't remember. It was like 12 or whatever, and that was required. Those face masks.
Oh yeah.
Have you
It
seen
was
those?
required when I was 12. I remember.
Yeah. You know what?
11, 12 years old.
And I got called gay by all my because some of my friends played in a different league. Like, oh, you playing with those gays? You're gay. And
The
she
kids
goes,
now all wear
having to
that.
wear those.
Do I?
I don't remember
Kids
ever having
now
to
all
wear
wear the
those.
face extension.
yeah, and it was in GP in Grand Prairie League. They did it like the last year I was there.
Yeah, but you got the ultimate scoreboard on. Can they say that they got a hit off of Chris Martin?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, you had the last laugh.
And by the way, if people are thinking on that I'm being serious, I was telling Stove and Jacob the other day, I go, basically closed my eyes, got lucky on the fastball, and drove it to the fence. That is it.
You were just praying that the
Dude,
ball accidentally hit the bat.
Chris Martin, how tall is Chris Martin now? I want to
6'5", maybe.
dude, when he was in high school, it was like, to me, he was like Andre the Giant on the mound. He was so tall. So when he pitched, he was very intimidating. He's kind of like a right-handed Randy Johnson when he played against him. And he threw.
Google says he is 6'8".
He's 6'8". Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
he's a fucking huge guy. But when he was on that mound, and he was,
More than that. That's crazy.
and he was very lanky. I mean, he was literally just kind of, like I said, a Randy Johnson type. And man, he threw fucking smoke, man. Now, he didn't really have as many, I think he throws a lot more better curveballs nowadays. And his smoke now, I don't find him to be like
I was a lot more comfortable watching him pitch tonight than I was with Luke Jackson the last 2 days.
dude, Luke Jackson, get the fuck off my baseball team. I'm fucking tired of that kid.
Already.
Yeah, he didn't make it when whatever. Did he pitch real well with like the Braves, or who else did he go to?
He pitched for the Braves and Giants last year, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want him to fuck off my team.
He was terrible the first time he was here.
Yeah, that's why we got rid of him.
I think there was a ball that was hit off of him last night that reached the fence.
That's like but that's like
was going to be out. I remember.
Yeah.
like when we signed him and Chris Martin, I was kind of like, what are we doing? Like even I
was
like
actually okay with Chris. I was okay with Chris Martin.
I haven't paid attention to what Chris Martin's been doing, but I was kind of
Martin's
like,
been pretty good. With,
well, shit, yeah. I'm watching him now. I'm like, dude, he's fucking really good.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, are we just doing nostalgia? I don't like nostalgia signings. I like signings that are impactful and like.
Gonna help me be good.
I don't fucking
Make my team
care.
better.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, back in the day where that was, I knew we weren't winning anything, so I was like, yeah, can we sign this guy or bring this guy back?
Nostalgia Mia Robertson, who's still sitting out there without a job for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, maybe you can just hold them out a little bit longer, and then we can. I don't know.
Oof.
Damn, he took his hat off and everything. What the hell happened?
Yeah, it's like I don't need this hat.
Fuck this hat.
The can is fired up.
Yeah.
I don't play for the letter on this cap.
Boy, it's hot as a motherfucker. I sure hope I
He's
don't
hot.
play.
He's
I sure
I
hope I
wonder
don't.
how Boston treated Oil Can.
Ball is more fun in a group. Bring your group to Arlington
Okay, what's the
Back when
area?
they
What's the
didn't
area
have-
code?
The area code. Ooh, it wasn't 5100 back then, huh?
That was the ticket op. That was a different number though for the group tickets.
Oh man, I want to drink some.
Yeah, it was definitely 5100 for the other.
I want to drink some Bush and smoke some cigarettes.
7273 5100.
That's the new voice of the Indiana.
Oh,
Leave the state of Texas soon to become new play-by-play voice of the Indiana Pacers.
Thank you, Marman. All the guys know how to type.
Well, all the work you've done on
That's funny.
NBA basketball and
It doesn't seem like that gig lasted very long for him because
Hey, wasn't he the Mavericks guy for a while?
yeah.
Not this time. No, not this time.
Well, maybe this was his jump.
Bill Buck leading off here in the third. He singled in the first inning. Of course, he was
Okay.
ending
While we're watching this, can we bring up the Dave Raymond, Mike Bassick issue that I'm seeing?
Oh, I'm glad you did because I didn't catch what you guys were talking about.
So I noticed this yesterday, and I think maybe a little bit on the first game. But during the game, there'll be some times where Mike Bassick is, like, I'll use an example because I can't think of an example specifically. But you'd be like, man, Lloyd is kind of looks like he's struggling on this. What do you think he's thinking, Dave? And Dave will sit there and go, I don't know. I'm not the fucking former major leaguer. Like, you tell me.
He's like, I think it's a 2-2 count right now, Bassick. Back to you.
Yeah. Let me call the game. You offer the color. And
I didn't think that Dave Valley was that bad.
I think Dave Valley
I
was.
just thought it was weird. Like, what is Dave Valley doing calling our games?
He was a former Ranger great. Leave me alone.
I get it.
I think Dave Valley is actually good.
Didn't he was? But I had no problem with it. But doesn't he still live in Seattle? Like,
Yeah, he's a fucking turncoat.
that's why it was so.
I know he was doing Mariners pre and post games.
Yeah, he was definitely doing
a
Mariners.
while.
Yeah.
But we don't have a Ranger. We don't have a former like Pudge is not going to do fucking color. Okay.
I don't
Thank
think
God
he'd want
I'm
Pudge
gonna
doing color.
Well, no.
No.
He hit the ball very hard.
I would tune out. It would be like what a Dick Vitale basketball game. I can't watch. Pudge is ever calling a game out. Can't do it.
Yeah, he doesn't even do the post game anymore. Now they have Elvis in there.
Yeah, maybe they should check and see what Jeff Fry's doing.
Oh my God.
No.
What a beating.
But like was
Or David Holtz.
did Bouchel ever do any color?
Yes, he did because I remember in the COVID year, he when they finally got the season started, he told us that Ruben Odor was going to be the team MVP. And I wanted to
that's
throw
right.
my phone through the.
That's when I turned on him. I remember that too.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of someone who's better than Bassick, and I'm not trying. He is the first, I believe, the first color guy I think I've ever been in a bar and drink beer with. I'll admit that. I've done that before. That's when he told us the story about David Cohn getting blown in the bullpen.
Oh my God.
In which stadium? The old Arlington
Yeah,
Stadium.
I was gonna say yeah. Good
No.
question.
Yeah, look at the cages on the bullpens there.
That's awful, man.
It's like some guy in the
Like a
rodeo.
fucking zoo over there.
It does look like that.
You can go feed the bullpen guys.
Now,
Looks like
if he
a
got
big
blown
chair.
in that thing, I could see that because it's kind of hidden a little bit.
He hasn't had a dog team in his resume.
They used to have a stock show rodeo at the ballpark or something.
Yeah, so are we not getting Emily? Let's go back to our broadcast team this year. Are we not getting Emily Jones this year?
I hope not. Yeah, we are, but I like this new girl.
She's good.
Really good.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, I mean, that doesn't not hurt,
Right.
but she's also like good. Like,
Yeah.
like informative stuff and not just going, I talked to like the guy and then just like,
Right. Like,
I talked to Joe Prunty,
I don't,
and they
yeah,
Maverick's assistant, Joe Bronte.
who's also my husband, but we're not going to say that.
Yeah.
Listen, there's a lot of guys in baseball.
Oh man.
Emily Jones is married to Joe Prunty?
That's an exaggeration, but
No.
nearly as hard as Lloyd.
Laura Green.
All knowing how
Guys, remember her?
Yeah, barely.
I will say,
So, yeah.
Sandler's pretty good at doing games too. I mean, I think he's really good on the radio.
Oh yeah, he is. He's doing the post game stuff, isn't he?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's doing the post-game show with Elvis.
You know what would be really nice if we could see how hard this guy's throwing.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
78 miles
Maybe
per hour.
see velocity reader or something.
There's something we missed.
Well, the camera guy really
dude.
did well on that
Really
one,
missed
didn't he?
that one.
God, he had like Toby Hare was going to make the play or something. What the hell's going on there?
Man, you couldn't pay me to sit behind a dugout like that now without any netting. Like
So to go back to Bassick, am I being unfair to Bassick to this whole thing? Like, I know it's
I don't
kind of
think
like
so,
still
'cause-
kind of figuring it out, but that part bothers me because I'm like,
well, he shouldn't do that.
I know he shouldn't do that, and I think hopefully he'll fix that. I think maybe Dave will be like, he's like, bro, stop.
Knock that shit off.
Do not do that. Please stop that. Like, it's
Yeah.
really putting me.
Like I have a hard enough job as it is.
Yeah,
like, I
but
need you to,
there's other parts where
Why do some
he's
people
asking.
hate Dave Raymond so much too? By the way, like I see people complain about him all the time.
I thought he was kind of a beating early on, but I think he's kind of grown into the role where I like him a lot more now than I used to. And I think it was because he didn't really get to speak as much because he would let what's his name?
DJ.
Yeah, Nick Kowski. Nick Kowski would just talk too much. Like he over talked
for sure.
And he didn't really let Dave speak as much. And now that CJ's gone, I think Dave's kind of grown into the role where I've kind of grown to like him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that'll happen with
like
Bassick too, but I don't know.
Did we not like? I didn't get I didn't get a lot of CJ, so I didn't. I know a lot of people had.
He did talk too much. I didn't mind what he was talking about. I think he
right.
shortened it up.
He was smart,
yeah,
but and he knew what he was talking about. He just would not be quiet. Like he wouldn't. There would be times where he would basically talk over like action. You know, because he was trying to like over like explain things. And and you know, like Dave couldn't like talk and describe the game, and it would get annoying a lot of the times. But
and again,
anyways.
I think my whole thing about it is with the color guy. I feel like they're always so apt to like, we've got to have a Texas Ranger as the color guy. Like, I don't really care. I just want somebody who is knowledgeable and knows what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And can offer something good. And there are parts where he's talking about the pitchers. I think is actually pretty informative.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I'm not fact checking. That might be bullshit, but at least he has that. But the little things that he does, and I'm like, he was asking Dave Raymond about a rule. And I'm like,
you're supposed to
Good job.
Yeah, like he should know. That Dave Raymond is supposed to be just kind of the straight. I'm not saying you want a dumb guy, as
honestly, in general, the play-by-play guys are usually guys that haven't played professionally.
Right.
The color guys are like you.
Right.
The only play-by-play I ever knew played was what's his Buzz. Like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I know the Giants have had like a color guy for quite a while that's really good. Who was a former player.
Who is it?
Mike Krukow,
Yeah.
I think is his name. He used to play like
He was
like
a pitcher.
like it wasn't like a glorious career, but
Yeah.
he's actually really, really good.
He is.
And he's
The funny thing
he's a
about-
former player.
Funny thing about Buzz is I feel like he was a guy who was playing for a little bit and goes, this whole baseball thing's not gonna last very long, so I better get into broadcasting, like trying to figure out how to be a broadcaster.
Steve Busby threw a no-hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know he, but
I think he threw 2 of them, didn't he?
With the Royals?
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm not saying that he's shit, but I think he saw that there was the longevity of the whole thing. Like
I actually liked Busby. Busby was
I
kind of
like
like
Busby
the voice
too,
of my
but
childhood, kind of.
I think
Yeah.
he found. I think I read it where he was actively trying to figure out broadcasting while he was still playing, or at least like researching it.
Yeah, he spoke to our broadcasting class, and he said during the off season he would go work at like the sports station in Kansas City or
Look
something.
at there.
Is what he told us. Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't wrong.
Yep, you weren't. So he did do that.
I usually
Good research, Brad. It's like you were in the class with us.
Also, about Nitkowski, too, I think another thing that didn't sit well, really, was he never really seemed to fit in with fans in general. Like, he never really felt like he was part of the team, you know?
Yeah.
I remember getting into it one time on Twitter because he was like we're in the middle of like some 10-game losing streak or whatever, and he's making jokes and shit. And I finally was like, dude, it's just like we just want to know you're like, because he was starting to chirp back at fans. I'm like, we just want to know you're pissed off like we are. This sucks, dude. You know? And he's like, I do care.
Well, didn't Twitter turn on him after he liked a tweet by Trump or something one time? Like, what did he do? Or it was a
Proud Boys.
That's what it was. Yeah.
What was it?
He liked a tweet from the Proud Boys one time, and
Socialist
Baseball
certain
Twitter turned on
poster, you know, hunted for likes just to try to find something, and happened to find something on him. And
yeah,
he's not on Twitter anymore though. So
Oh, Stanford at Texas, that'd be a good game.
yeah.
You know, that's the classic ACC Stanford Cardinal. You know.
Yep.
ACC versus
Against the
SEC
SEC.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I tell you what, Texas, there are some offensive people in that game.
Tony Armas leading off here in the
Yeah, who, Norm?
In fact, the guy that plays quarterback for Stanford, many people say could be a big league pitcher someday, John Pay.
What?
Oh wow. Okay. Well, that
That
didn't pan out.
Yeah, it's never heard of him.
Oh, Billy Joe. Remember that name?
Yeah. Texas
Former
Tech claimed him
Charger great.
forever.
He threw 13 no-hitters in his high school career.
Oh, well.
That's why he can throw that football.
Look out that window.
Yeah.
Runner at first base, and it brings up catcher Rich Gedman. Gedman bounced unassisted to O'Brien in the second inning. 3-1 the score.
So if you guys,
1 in the first, 2 in the second.
we were talking about having, you know, like a color guy that was like a former Ranger. Like, which former Ranger do you think would make a pretty good color guy now? Because I really can't think of any off the top of my head that were very well spoken. And
look at where his hands are. They're straight behind.
I can't either, man.
And yet he's still inside out.
Maybe Colby Lewis.
And drives it
Yeah.
well. Hits the
Yeah,
ball
maybe.
400 feet down the left field line.
I don't know if Ian Kinsler could do it. I don't know.
Of course, you've got to step toward the ball. That's one thing that will enable him to hit the ball to left field a little bit.
I wonder how good Wash would be as a color guy.
Dude, I would love that.
I think he would be pretty entertaining.
He would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
He'd have some stories, that's for sure.
Yeah, and they'd constantly have to hit the delay.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of what you want your guys in the booth to do, is to be really good storytellers, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's what made Vin Scully so great. And I would think that, Wash has a lot of them, man.
I would think so
He
too.
could probably tell you some things.
Valentine is thinking of.
He'd be damn good at fielding analysis too, that's for sure.
He'd be what?
Damn good at fielding analysis.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
The way baseball goes, someday he might. But he holds the University of Texas records in all of those departments. His coach, Cliff Gustafson, was in the city last night. Watched the game.
Dude, how do you not swing at that?
Well, he was able to see several of his old players all in one spot because he has 3 of them on the Red Sox.
And he has a lot of them in the bigs now. Greg Swindell, Bruce Ruffin, Bob Kearney, Keith Moreland.
You know who would have swung at that? Rafael Devers.
Oh, man.
I almost feel bad for him.
In this type of a situation,
Well, what makes it worse is that, they signed Bregman and then he's just kind of standoffish about, I'm going to be the third baseman.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have that kind of start to the season.
Yeah.
That's
dude,
not going to play well in Boston.
No.
He looks bigger to me than he did a couple years ago. I was looking at him.
Yeah, he kind of looks like he's bulked up.
Yesterday.
I text my buddy, he's a Sox fan. He's up in Maine where they were some pregame stuff on opening day, MLB Network, and they were throwing it around and they were showing him taking some ground balls. And I texted my buddy, and I was like, Mike, why does Devers look so fat?
Yeah, dude, that's exactly what I thought yesterday. That's what I told my son. I go, dude, has Devers always had a belly? Like what's going on?
He looks like me.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus.
He looks like he's been eating in the offseason a little bit. I was like, damn, dude, no wonder they signed Bregman. I don't know if I'd want him playing third.
Nico would have traded his ass.
Yeah, Nico would have traded him for Anthony Davis.
Josh Young.
Yeah.
By the way, Mike Lloyd is now well
Sorry
over
for my
200 innings
absence in the last minute or so.
I like the picture in your background. Pretty solid.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I thought that was real for like
Is Brad podcasting
like, wait
from
a minute,
his
do you
office?
really have that in your
In
house?
my large office.
I recruited a.
How did you put that in there?
Okay. Hold on 1 second. For y'all not knowing, I had a slight screw up. But I tried to stay calm, and now I am. We're good. We're gonna have a slight recording issue during this podcast.
As in, it wasn't recording.
Well, it's at least backed up recording on here, like I'm recording through this. But on my audio, my audio is gonna be fucking retarded. So, but I'll fix that. That's just more work. I'm actually pissed about that. That's just more work for me to do.
The actual issue, yeah.
No, on this thing they have a you can make AI backgrounds, and I just put in there Iwo Jima, Washington Redskins office setting.
That's genius.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I actually like that a lot. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Sorry for the. No one will see it. It's only a joke for me and you guys. We could screenshot it.
Whenever you have work meetings, I would definitely bring that up there and see what people is like. What is that?
What's going on?
Redskins.
Iwo Jima? I don't remember that.
Look at this. They're just gonna put Wade Boggs on. So fuck this.
Yeah.
This is the
Like.
87th he's drawn. My goodness. Usually you'll find
Oh my
guys
gosh.
that are great hitters
Oh my
will
gosh.
make such outrageous contact that they hardly ever walk. It's just a factor of the fact they hit the ball a lot. Boggs is also so unbelievably selective in what he swings at that he gets a lot of walks.
Didn't I see a statistic that he was a 390 hitter after having an 0-2 count?
124.
What?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's
I wonder what his on-base percentage was if he walked that much. It had to be well over 400, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Yes, no doubt.
crazy.
Yeah.
Let me see his career. Let's see.
That's wild.
If I had a good producer right now, we could figure this out.
I'm working on it, all right?
Just joking.
Unable to really take charge with the hitters.
Yeah, so by the way, as we were recording for the last 5 minutes or whatever, I think we had well over 50 minutes of this. Let me look at that. Yeah, well over an hour.
Crap.
And
So, yeah, 1986, he had a 453 on base percentage.
That's insane. Like, his on-base percentage in like a 5-year period, he led the league in on-base percentage 5 years in a row. 450, 453, 461. His on-base percentage in 88 was 476.
Okay, so
His
now
career at 415.
I know. Career
That's just
415
absurd.
on base percentage.
so now let's go with the Wade Boggs.
Jesus
How do
Christ.
you think Wade Boggs would do in modern baseball?
I mean, I don't think he'd have an on-base percentage over 400.
But I think his game plays though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
he'd
if you
still be
can hit,
pretty
you can
good.
hit in just about any era. Like I think if Tony Gwynn was still alive today,
Oh my God, what a fuck
If
up
playing-
that was.
you know, in his prime of his career, he'd still be a solid hitter.
Yeah, I don't know if he's the guy that only strikes out 12 times in his career though. If
Yeah,
he's,
but
you know,
but is there a lot of loins
no.
in the major leagues right now? I think there are a few, but not that many.
Yeah.
I think most of the pitchers
Wade
now
did
are
hit a
just,
lot of home runs though. He wasn't.
yeah, but it's still hard
Never-
ass pitching. Like it's very difficult pitching. Like we said, you know, when we watched Nolan Ryan pitch, like I legitimately believe Nolan Ryan could pitch in the major leagues right now. If you're going like even 43 or 44-year-old Nolan Ryan's pitching in the major leagues, he could compete.
His stuff is a lot like the guys we see all the time now.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
I wonder though, because he walked a lot of players. I wonder how. I think players are more selective now than they used to be. So I wonder how that would play really. But it's an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
You can at least. That's kind of the one great thing about this sport is that you can at least have that conversation where it would make sense, and unlike with other sports where you're like, well, could this football player from the 60s play now or whatever? You're like,
No.
Absolutely
fuck
not.
no. Yeah, like, but in baseball, it's definitely something that you can talk about.
Another thing I just noticed, I think whenever they ended the inning there, the ball went back to the mound.
Yeah.
No ball switches out. I think they only had 5 balls for the entire game, probably. It's a foul ball, but hey, we're gonna need that one back.
Hey, we need that back. Hey guys.
Can you throw that back over here?
Next month on HSC, by the way, make one more plan. If the Rangers hang in this pennant race, you realize their last 7 home games of the season. Last week they played home exclusively. We've got them all on HSC.
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
Awesome.
Can you stream it though? Or?
Yeah,
glad.
part
Well,
of the $9.99 per month
HSC
cable
app,
package.
HSC Plus.
Glad the parents got
CSI.
store cable.
I'm pretty sure my parents didn't have cable at the time.
I know for sure that my parents didn't.
We
Yeah.
did.
$10 per month cable package was out of their price.
Absolutely.
Well, I
yeah.
practically begged them because I was a huge Mavericks fan and Rangers fan. So I'm like, we got to have HSC.
I may have begged Brandon, but I don't think I was getting it.
Yeah. I know that I did, but no, they were like, no, we're not doing that.
Like, why do you hate things? Why do you
It's
hate
like,
fun?
thanks,
I
guys.
talked my parents into getting the pay-per-view for the Mavs in '88 in the playoffs.
Pay-per-view.
Oh, that's awesome.
They were. Hold on. Let's go back to that. Yeah,
Whoa.
pay-per-view for the playoffs.
So basically, store cable. I think it was every cable system in DFW was charging like $5 per game, which at that time was a lot.
Yeah.
They didn't have
How
it on
did that work?
NBC.
So
They just put it on your bill for the month, or how'd that work?
no, you had to actually go down to. We
Oh,
had to
yeah.
go down to store cable and stand in line and get a filter
No
because
fucking
the
way.
channel. Was
Dude,
scrambled.
what horseshit that was back in the day.
God, man.
Okay, let me ask you this: if the channel was scrambled, could you still hear audio?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
That's
But it
wild.
didn't really
man.
make much of a difference because you could hear the game on radio anyway,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
how we would follow the games.
That's insane.
Is that a boob or a basketball? I don't know what we're watching.
Yeah, right, right.
Do you remember
I was
those?
more into sports than I was into boobs at that
I
time.
know, but
Yeah.
do you remember those cards That was a big thing when the dish things would come out. He was like, "Oh, do you have that one card?" It's like I remember it was like the black card.
Yeah.
I don't remember that either.
You would put it into the satellite receiver part, and that would
Yeah,
open
into
it
the
up.
box.
Yeah, that would open it up.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I got
Yeah.
you.
That was always lore.
Yeah.
But then,
so like my my aunt and uncle in eastern Oklahoma had a satellite dish and had one of those. So they like made the mistake of handing me when I was like 12 or 13 the remote. So
well, but it's like back in the day, we had cable. I'm talking about like the mid '90s, and I'm like, man, we really want HBO. And my dad's like, I just found the little thing on the back, and I just switched it off.
Switch it.
my mom did.
He's like, how dumb are you know, whenever they figured out that loophole.
Like, I'm trying to understand why. Was it Pete O'Brien and now Gary Ward just standing so far off the plate? What's the reasoning behind that? I don't.
You
Is it
make
because of the reach?
You make the
I
ball
guess they're
come
just
to
worried
you.
about getting busted inside, I guess.
You make the ball
guess
come
so.
to you.
But the only problem is they're just going to try to hit the corner on the outside. And
It's not like that's
See
where he's
him
setting up right there.
yeah, that's where he set up
I
on
mean,
the
that's
first
all
pitch.
he's going to be able to do is just foul it off.
Yeah.
Or hit a little weak grounder to the right side.
He's just kind of hoping that he misses.
Mm-hmm.
Gets him inside where he can drive it.
God, Gary Gaetti. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I think he's going to go back outside, right? Baloney with this stuff.
I love Norm so much.
There he goes, back outside.
Oh,
And
Ah,
strikeout.
Your ass
Could have
down.
predicted that.
What a whooping this is. Man, he had such swagger.
Oh yeah.
Kind of did, didn't
I think I'm a can guy now. Has he been suspended for cocaine? I feel like Oil Can Boyd probably hung out with Ron Washington back in the day.
I mean, yeah.
damn herd.
Can you believe the first time Ron Washington did cocaine was on that All-Star break?
Probably not.
That was wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy that.
He looked like he had coke nose too. Like,
Oh man. Yeah.
So
You guys want to know how you got
ESPN
the nickname
story.
Oil Can? What were you going to say, Brandon? I'm sorry.
I was going to say ESPN story from 2012. Boyd said he did crack every day of the '86 season,
yes,
and that his
Nice.
addiction led him to
Yes!
losing 40 pounds early.
fuck
that
yeah,
year.
dude. Brandon's
Are you
producing right
serious?
there. Brandon is producing. That motherfucker's on crack.
That is awesome.
That motherfucker, dude. We didn't stand a chance against crackhead fucking Oil Can Boyd. Fuck yes. I'm
Can you
clipping.
imagine?
I'm clipping this right now. This is gonna be a clip. I'm putting on reels or whatever.
Was Doc Gooden playing for
Yeah.
the Mets in that '86
Oh my God,
series as well?
Did Oil
Did we
Can
have a
Boyd?
matchup
Yeah.
between those druggies?
The crackheads are going at.
So,
The Cokehead series.
so to kind of further elaborate,
They're like
on that,
freebasing in the.
apparently, this is what he said to Buster Olney out of that same
Go ahead.
deal. He said, "I was introduced to crack cocaine during spring training in '86. Now, does anyone believe that?"
No.
No.
He said he later admitted on May 11th in '86, prior to a game, he smoked crack before taking the mound. And then he said, "I get to the ballpark, all the players are on the field, taking batting practice, and I walk in the clubhouse and I got my pipe with me. I can remember locking myself up in the back and smoking some dope right there at the ballpark." And that's what he did.
Where's Oil Can
That's-
Boyd from?
It's from Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Oh, Lord.
Can you
He
imagine
said-
what he had when he got to Montreal? He like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah. He was like,
He
what
said,
the hell?
this is kind of a crazy story. He said that in '86, during the during Game 7 of the World Series, he was unable to appear because he had been drinking and was too drunk.
Dude, did the 80s
And then he
fucking
was
rock or
scheduled to
what?
pitch Game 7 of the '86 World Series.
Yeah.
And then the game got rained out, and then John McNamara turned to Bruce Hurst. So
Bruce.
said, all right, I'm not pitching.
Yeah.
I'm going right down to the street to the crack house.
Fucking Bruce. I told you I watched a Bruce game the other day. Not or the other day, a while back.
He threw left-handed, right? Bruce Hurst?
Yeah, he was lefty.
Yeah.
Have you? Now this is kind of crazy. It's like during spring training in '87, he was detained by the police due to an issue concerning overdue video cassettes.
That is
Oh my God.
that is
the most '80s thing.
I'm about to say that. I think that is punishable by
turned
death
out-
in '87.
We've all been there, right?
Yeah.
It turned out that they were pornographic films.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Dude, oil can parties. That was.
It's amazing he's still alive.
Did you bring your crack pipe and your porn oil can?
You guys know why where he got the name Oil Can?
I can't remember. I've heard the story before.
Did he work at a gas station or something?
No, beer. In his hometown, they called beer oil.
No way.
He got his nickname from drinking a lot of beer.
So
That
his
should have been
is literally beer can
should have been your
Boyd.
first clue.
Beer can Boyd.
Yeah.
Boyd.
Beer Boyd.
Yep.
He started Game 3 of the World Series. You know who was pitching on the other side?
Ron Darling.
Close. He pitched Game 2, right? Darling did?
Okay.
No, he pitched Game 1. Darling pitched Game 1. Gooden was Game 2.
Oh, missed it by one.
Bob Ojeda.
Bob Ojeda. Bob Ojeda.
By the way, just so we know, I mean, you say you just come here to watch the Watch Dogs and you don't get any information. That was fascinating right there. Just that is the
Yes.
that is the magic of the Watch Dogs right there. That
Yeah,
we did
that's
full
right.
on
Never gonna get-
investigations, and I was like,
Think-
I don't know. Play the tape back. That was incredible. Like what just happened.
It really was.
That whole thing.
That's some great podcasting.
I don't know what that. I might just clip that whole fuck this whole podcast. That whole thing right there will get clipped.
I'm so glad that Oil Can Boyd started this game. 'Cause we got to
I cannot tell you.
Me too.
figure out he loved crack.
Loves crack and introduced to it in '86 allegedly, and
And oil
So
cans.
there's a pretty good chance he was on crack during this game.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, pretty good chance. Yep.
Who supplied him the crack in Arlington is what I want to know.
Ooh. Grego. Sorry. Grego.
Behind Luby's.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Sit down, Don. Old Rafael Devers ass.
My
don't think
wife.
Don Baylor
My
played
wife
again
wants to
after
join in
86.
on this.
He didn't?
I don't think he did. He was entering the end of his career by this point, wasn't he?
Pretty close, yeah.
Hell, he managed the Rockies not very long after this.
He was from Austin? Did not know that.
Who is this?
No, I didn't either.
Don Baylor.
And I don't think he didn't manage the Rockies soon after this. I mean, 6 years later. Did he? Yeah, I think he did manage the first year, huh?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was the.
Uh-oh.
Yes, and he played all the way till '88. He actually played 92 games for Oakland in
That's
'88.
wild. They went to the World Series also. God, he went. So, like, yeah, you're right. He played on Boston's World Series team, Minnesota's World Series team in '87, and Oakland's
Mhm.
World Series team in '88. Pretty
Holy
wild.
shit.
It's
Yeah.
like the Will Smith of that era.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
You know, there's another guy that
Jeff Russell.
I don't know if Dwight Evans is ever going to get his due for what a fine player he is.
Well, he's coming in.
Jeff Russell comes in. Evans is
anybody know what inning it is?
Dewey just sitting on the
Fifth? Fifth, I think
Pretty
it
good
was.
swing.
Sixth. It was sixth. Okay.
Okay, props to Loin. I didn't think he'd make it this long. I think he was going to come out to like second or third inning.
Yeah, I mean,
It's kind of crazy because he pitched pretty poorly, and he went into a part of the game where guys who pitch well get taken out now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
They really don't
Isn't that
play
wild?
around with that shit anymore. But
Yeah.
again, this is old school stuff. Like we watched Nolan Ryan and who was that? Langston.
watch Fergie Jenkins throw a complete game.
Yeah, and Fergie Jenkins and Mark Langston and Nolan Ryan both went. I mean, obviously Nolan Ryan went all the way to the end of the game. I think that was the no-hitter game, and Langston went 8. So to have both the pitchers go that late is so rare nowadays. So it's very interesting to see a bad pitcher go into the 6th inning when usually it would be done around second or third.
I know we're only 3 games into the season, but I wonder what the longest outing so far a pitcher has had through the first 3 days. It can't be more than 6 innings, right? Can't be.
I don't know.
Typically they don't. I mean, even
No.
if someone's dealing, which I haven't seen anybody quote unquote dealing.
I mean, obviously Evo went 6, right? That was it. That's as far as he got.
Yeah.
He didn't go into the 7th, did he?
I don't think anyone's gone.
But I
into the
think he
7th
only.
yet,
What was
man.
his
They
pitch
just-
count? 90 maybe.
Around 90. Yeah. He was
He
dealing, man.
Dude, he's so good.
I kind of miss pitchers pitching longer in the games. Like I understand why they do it.
Well, like
but
right now, I'm
I think
kind of
that they
like
would be better.
I'm going.
More, condition if they let him pitch more, man. They
Well,
just don't let him pitch enough now.
I think Nolan Ryan
Gone
got
way
too
to
much.
the
I
extreme.
think Nolan Ryan got too much hate for some of those things where he's going, just fucking let these guys go. And I
Yeah.
know a lot of it's analytical, and I get it. The second or third time around in the batting lineup, they're all like, "Oh, we got to take him out now."
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just something about a pitcher taking it all the way home. It's something.
Do we think like that because our bullpens these days, generally speaking, for most teams, give us anxiety? I mean, most fans are going to be. I mean, there's not a lot of great bullpens out there, and then especially when you've got a good, solid starting pitcher, and you're like, "Hey, give me like one more inning here,"
Yeah.
I think there's something to that.
By the way, was there almost 0% chance that Wilkerson was going to take that? And then he got him out. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Wilkerson dove for that. I'm like, there's 0% chance he makes
Yeah,
this.
0% chance he's making that play.
Look at
Hey,
that.
SMU.
Oh,
Mustang shirt.
SMU.
Hey, pony up. Let's go.
That was a cool shirt, man.
Yep, it was.
That was old school.
So your producer here has a nugget. Framber Valdez is he went 7 innings in his first
Okay.
start for the Astros.
Okay. All right.
Very nice.
Oh, dude, it pisses me off. I follow this account. What's his name? It's like Friedman or something. It's something about pitchers. And
Kiki Friedman.
The pitching ninja.
something like that.
Yeah, the pitching ninja. Rob.
I love watching. Yeah. And seeing some of the Astros pitchers who are pitching really good, and it pisses me off so badly. I don't want anyone pitching good.
They've really shut the Mets down the first 3 games.
That's unstable, by the way.
Ooh.
What?
That's a good curveball right there.
Like Texas Rangers playing Boston to open up the season is stable.
Yeah.
Colorado Rockies and Tampa Bay starting the season
It's
just
weird.
unstable.
There's a lot of like interleague games.
But you
There
remember
is.
like
for opening weekend. It's kind of weird.
it doesn't.
Rangers did that when they opened the ballpark. Remember, they did that against the Giants back
Yeah.
in '94.
That's unstable. No. But that was a
they didn't-
preseason game.
They
No,
played
that
the
was-
Brewers, but the
No.
Brewers were in the American League.
The
at
Brewers,
time.
yeah.
Wait, we played the
I
Brewers.
don't think the
Yeah.
Rangers are going to win this game.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. No, they didn't start interleague till like 95 or 6 or 7.
See,
No.
I thought that was the first year. Okay, all right.
No. No.
So the Giants, when the Giants were here, that was
Stove, you're a fucking idiot. You got it wrong.
I know. I should probably just end it
Just
all.
mess it. How do you
Well, they
even
used to just have
just
like
get off?
designated weekends to where they would have interleague play,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah,
wouldn't start
that's
until
right.
like May.
And again,
then
I don't know why
think
it's not
about 10 years
stable.
ago.
Yeah. It's just unstable for me to look and see that these teams are playing each other. So when the Astros are playing the Mets to open the season, it's
When the Rangers unfurled their World Series title banner last year, they did it against the Cubs.
Phillies.
Oh yeah. That's true.
You know, the year that they played, they started with the Phillies. The year they played, the year they won the World Series, that opening day was against the Phillies.
Didn't they open up the ballpark in the COVID year? They were playing the Rockies, right? I know it was
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
shortened schedule, but
Did they do? I can't remember. Did we do the divisions the same that year as normal? I can't. I know the Rockies showed theirs
yeah,
up
they
for the
did.
COVID year.
yeah, you only played teams in the West or whatever. Like
Yeah.
like the West only played the West, Central only played the Central.
I want to forget that
Yeah.
those times even happened.
Which honestly, I would prefer really if they just
Yeah.
had like 3 divisions where just you only played the teams in that division. I think that would be certainly more stable than it is now, where you have unbalanced scheduling, which
Have they ever talked
I
about
don't particularly love.
I think the Rangers benefit a lot from the division winning and going to the playoffs things, but I think it needs to stop. Like, I would prefer the top. Hold on, how many? Top 12 going to the playoffs or whatever. And
So
I'm
you
talking
don't
about
like
the entire league.
like the geographical part of it.
No,
Yeah.
because I think the geographical
Like how
thing doesn't
teams
even make
benefit from
sense.
Geography.
It doesn't even make sense though. Like, why are
I
the
would
A's
prefer
in?
no divisions, honestly.
You know, when I think of Texas, I think of Seattle and
Yeah.
Oakland.
Yeah.
The classic AL West.
Yeah. It's just like that makes
So
no
are you
sense.
kinda
alluding
crazy
to like
about
the
the Rangers?
Lions proposing in the NFL that if you win the division, you get a playoff spot, but that's the only thing that's guaranteed. The seeding would still be based off of record.
Love it. That's how it
Yeah, I
should
think
be.
it should be.
I mean,
that
the
way.
NBA does it. That's the one thing I think the NBA does really well is, oh, you won your division? Okay, who cares? There's 3 teams in this division that have a better record than you.
I think the one thing that dumb, dumb sport soccer gets right is they just go just the top of the top. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And then I
Everybody
think,
Play their
plays
leagues, they
the
don't
same
have
amount of
playoffs
time, too.
necessarily.
So-
well, I know they don't. I know it is different, but I think you could do it in a way that Americans won't completely lose their minds and go, "We just fucking lost. We didn't even have a playoff."
I mean, a long time ago, baseball it's just the American League and the
Oh.
National League. And whoever had the
I'm
best
telling you
record
right
in the
now,
league,
I can't believe they allowed that for so long.
I didn't think you had the demand for playoff games because I don't think we really understood what playoffs were
Though-
really until,
Here's the thing, though. If they did do that, do you think the end of the season, like the last 20 games, would be like the playoffs?
right, it would be more meaningful. Like
It-
the regular season games,
Yes.
all season would be more meaningful.
Yeah.
I mean, you're basically sacrificing the way that we do it now. You're sacrificing September for October, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't worry as much about, September. You're just worried about the playoff games, and it's never going to change now. From what it is now
No.
because of money. It's always going to be this way. I
No,
mean,
for sure. And I get it.
it is the way it is, unfortunately. But
I can't look at
yeah,
oil
I
can.
would definitely.
I can't look at oil
would have
can
less
Boyd
playoffs.
differently. I can't look at him the same as we started this.
Yeah, the
podcast.
Rangers can't even hit a guy who's on crack.
That's how fucking terrible this '86 team was.
God, how did this team win 84 games?
They did, yeah. They were a lot
Yeah.
better than you think. Fucking- They didn't even have Nolan Ryan on. His
How
hat
his
just
hat
fell
came
off.
again, man.
God almighty.
No wonder his hat keeps coming off.
His hat's on crack. It's
He can't even keep his hat on. What do you think McNamara is thinking on the bench? He's like, God damn this guy.
That was a perfect pitch.
And that's what's kind of crazy is that he's pitching pretty well.
Well, imagine. Well, what if he was like not on crack and he's pitching terrible? It's like this is his.
Doc Ellis threw a no-hitter on LSD, right?
I know that. I was just thinking of that. I go, man, it would have been so great if Old Cam Boyd had thrown a no-hitter, and he goes, I was actually on crack. Like that was a story of a crack game. I was
Stephen A. Smith say about it.
I was
He takes
all
a
on
hit off the crack pipe and goes, yeah.
I wonder if he has his crack pipe in his uniform.
If there's like a cylinder right in his back pocket. We didn't even know.
On the ball.
Like Hollywood Henderson had his pipe in his uniform in the Super Bowl.
What?
You guys have heard that, right?
No.
Yeah. He had his little dial of cocaine in the back of his pants in Super Bowl 12 or whatever that was, 13. And they were playing the Steelers.
That's why we lost.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Do we have to watch the rest of this
Gave it
game?
to Golden Richards.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've never called.
Man.
We've never called these games early, but I don't know.
Yeah, 6-run deficit back then might as well have been a 60-run deficit.
It may seem like it should be late, but it isn't. It's 22 after 8, but it's been a relatively slow start.
Well, actually, Greg, it's 11:37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a run here and a run there at this stage of the game, and that's all right. It's still a little early, in other words, to be playing for the big inning, even though you're down by 6. Fly ball, deep center field, going back for it is Henderson.
Is that really that deep?
Nah.
Not at all.
So Henderson gets his first.
In New Yankee Stadium, it would be.
Do
Do you guys see what they did with their bats?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, what is that about?
How is that legal?
That's what I was wanting to know. Yeah.
Spike Owen, Wade Boggs, and Marty Barrett to hit on HSE.
I mean, they kind of look like softball bats.
They do.
Almost.
Well, it's kind of
Kind
like
of bizarre.
not softball bats, but like the bats we
I think
used.
they have to meet a minimum weight.
But you remember,
You
like,
can actually have a heavy bat.
do you remember? Okay, going back to the Little League, there were those big ass barrel bats, and then you kind of moved up, and they're like, "Hey, those big ass barrel bats, you're not allowed to use anymore."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
So,
Red lines.
yeah,
not
like
more than 42 inches long with the barrel diameter not exceeding 2.61 inches. So
so it's at 2.6, but there's a barrel.
and the Stars have
Like-
scored.
All right.
Oh,
Nice.
third period started.
And the Mavs won tonight, I heard.
Yeah,
That was
they
I
beat the,
I
they beat the Bulls.
Yeah.
That was actually.
So
That-
Josh
that
Giddey
fourth
wasn't
quarter was
hitting
pretty
any
nice.
half court shots at the end.
No, he didn't. But they did actually hit the last second 3 to lose by 1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Butters.
So what's up with the Final Four?
you got Duke and Florida so far.
The
So
Yankees.
how's your bracket
Should've
looking
been
in,
tech.
in your buddy's contest?
What'd you say?
How's your bracket looking in your
Oh.
buddy's contest?
Yeah. I filled out 3 of them, but
Did you?
Jesus.
2 of them for my kids, and one of them I didn't. I just the one that I really didn't care about is the one that's the most. I mean, I'm in 42nd place right now. So.
I did the
do
bracket
it,
I
Rick?
did. I have the first 2 Final Four teams right, but I didn't do very good in the early rounds. I
Did you-
had
did
Duke
you-
and Florida.
Did you fill one out in his?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I did one.
Okay.
I'm in 87th place now.
How awesome is Wade Boggs?
You gotta be a real stats guy to keep track of that.
Did he get another hit?
Don't fucking double off the wall.
Machine, man.
You know what?
He's like that. He's like Willie or Abreu, just wearing me the fuck out.
What if you walked onto the field right now and you go, "Hey, when you're going to go Hall of Fame, you're going to go in as a Tampa Bay Devil Ray."
Yeah.
He's gonna be like,
I'm sorry, what?
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
So I was listening to the Rangers game last night on the radio with Jared and Matt, and they pointed out that against the Rangers, Abreu has like 1 home run every 20 at bats, and the rest of the league it's like 1 every 40 at bats. And he had 1 hit this spring.
Are you trying to make stuff?
No, are you fucking serious? You tell me that's not real. He had 1 hit during the spring?
Yeah.
I'm about to lose my mind.
He was terrible. Hey,
on
Stove.
the pregame
Stove,
show,
he was
Bochy
terrible.
Was talking about how terrible a spring he had.
He couldn't fucking hit anything. If what I was gonna say, fall on a boat. Fuck.
Couldn't hit water if it was falling out of a boat.
Yeah, I was like, God, fuck that
Man.
up. I was just trying to egg Stove on a little more.
I'm telling you, it just wears me out because it gives me so many Kyle Seager vibes.
That's what I was saying. He kind of reminded me a little bit of him.
Kyle Seager never hit that good.
Yeah, he did.
He hit the ball. He hit home runs like that.
Yes, he did everything against the Rangers.
Oh, dude, he killed them.
Okay. It's weird. I would never think that guy would ever have his brother on our team. Didn't they think about signing him at one point?
Kyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, briefly. Like what? I was very into his career, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was free. Didn't he? Who else? Who did he end up signing with? I don't remember that.
I got a producer working on it right now. Hold on.
You guys know how many hits Bill Buckner had in his career?
How many?
2,000.
2,715.
Whoa. I didn't think I'd get that close.
He wasn't far from 3,000 hits, man.
2,715.
Yeah.
Bill Buckner was surprisingly good, and he got just tainted by his bullshit.
A lot better than people think he was. I know he's already known for.
I think I remember looking that up.
But he had a pretty decent career.
What's his career WAR?
15. He had a lot of
what?
Yeah.
Did they take like 10 points off from that game?
Well, he was a first baseman who didn't really supply a lot of power. He just had a lot of hits. Yeah. So like, he only hit 100.
I thought if you did 2,000 hits, I think you'd at least be at 20 or 25.
Yeah, you'd think, but no.
That's interesting.
Probably would held him from. Probably would held him back from Hall of Fame consideration. But yeah, that's a good career, man. 2,700 hits. Shit, that's pretty good.
Well, it would have been a disgrace if he had 3,000 hits, though.
You might have had the conversation about, guys, I don't think 3,000 hits is automatic.
Yeah, I'd be like, Jesus Christ. That would have been so funny.
That's inside. 2 balls and a strike. Jeff Russell, who was out on the mound.
I mean, he was out of the league before I had baseball consciousness, so. Bill Buckner.
Bill Buckner, yeah, he last played in 90.
Yeah,
So
I was not really.
Yeah.
I was 3 years old. I was not.
Did he finish with Boston?
He did, yeah. They brought him back in 90, which is kind of weird. I didn't even know that.
I feel like he would play with some team like the Expos or something like that.
Where'd he go after Boston? After
between he played with the Angels, the Royals, and then Boston in 90 for 22 games. Yeah. He played with the Royals 2 years, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was pretty bad in the 80s. I think that's maybe what cost him from ever being considered for the Hall of Fame, really. The 80s were not
Don
good to
Bailey's
him.
having a bad night. Oh, is that Don? No, it's what's his name?
Jim Rice.
Jim Rice.
Why'd you get him confused?
Yeah, man. Why?
It's the low D. It's the low D.
Right.
Don't put that evil on me. It was a low D. I don't know why I thought that was Don.
Let's go to your American League scoreboard. No change in New York. Mike Witt
No change.
No scoreboard. Here we go.
Detroit Oakland game. I think it's being held up by
Cleveland.
rain in the second inning with Anya O'Hara ahead of Jack Morris 1-0.
thing it's being held up by rain. Couldn't you just look at your phone and check that out?
Yeah,
man?
right.
Yeah. Check up on the radar.
Oh,
Of course.
how come we can't get a time for Baltimore, Seattle? It's just later.
Later.
It's a schedule for
This is a schedule for
human beings to work on.
We don't know when first pitch is. It's just later.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the news is not stuck inside the kingdom.
What a shithole that was.
Oh man, no kidding. No kidding. Man, every time the Rangers played there, oh my God, I hated it, man.
Oh, yeah.
God, I hated playing there.
It just felt
Turf
like the
was
ball.
terrible.
I hated the way
Not winning that
the ball
place, man.
bounced off everything.
It was a house of horrors. Plus a shithole.
I think oil can's going at least 9 today, right?
I don't know, dude. Oh, yeah.
Oil can's gonna finish this thing out.
I've got the odds on it, Greg, if you'd like. Yellow is a +2.5 for tomorrow night.
Oh God,
Of
he's doing.
He's gonna have to go up the Dawgs out.
Was his bookie in the stadium right away? Like,
It might as well have been. Jesus.
There's no doubt he was. Oh, he squeezed him.
Oh, he sure did,
man. Jeez. I think the umpire might have been mad because Oil Can didn't share his crack with him.
Pinch runner here? Like, we really going to roll with
slow Toby. Slow Toby.
Well, they had bigger benches back then, so.
Yeah, you can't roll with Toby over there.
Toby's playing second.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know.
Look at him. He's like, look, dude,
He's
calm down.
He's really twitching like a motherfucker.
He's like, come on.
I wish they would show a shot of him on the bench. Oh,
look at that.
Love that.
The dot race. That's awesome.
Look at the graphics.
How old is the dot race?
I think this is right around the time it started.
Really?
Yeah.
By the way, I like the dot race when it was the dot race.
Yeah, the actual dots.
Yeah, I don't. It was more exciting. I don't care for the dumb dots running on the field.
You see what just happened? Pete O'Brien's talking about some flash. Did you see that?
Really?
Yeah, he's pointing at it now. There was a flash as soon as the delivery came.
You could see it?
Yeah, you could. I was like, what the hell was that? Then he made it, and he's asking about it just now. I was like, I saw it when it happened. Yeah, back it up a little bit. Look at that first pitch.
I don't want to do that.
No, okay.
It really throws it off when I do that. So.
All right. Well, we'll take Stowe's word for it. I missed it, but I definitely pointed at the flash.
Like it was so. I thought it was like lightning at first. I was like, well, this is weird.
Someone must have been taking a picture of their favorite player.
And now
Pete
it's
O'Brien.
time for the wave.
Yeah.
It must be like the 7th inning, right? Look at Pete. Oh, he's pissed. It's like that fucking flash.
Deep.
It's not deep, Greg.
That
Lucas.
is a medium deep fly ball, like
Midfield.
not even deep. It's
a routine fly out.
Come on, Greg Lucas.
It was high.
He's got the Pacers on his mind, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. What year did they draft Reggie Miller? That's who he's probably thinking about.
Right.
Rick Smith.
Inky's about to gap one here, okay? You can get back in this game.
Look at this bum. I think this is pre-steroids. He doesn't look as big as he once
Doesn't.
did.
No.
Did Inky use steroids?
Fuck. He invented
Dude, he
steroids.
Was he one of the steroid people?
He was one of the early adopters of it.
Yeah. All right.
I remember I watched the game where he was playing with Detroit or...
Now, if you look at Oil Can bent over, you can kind of see like there's something in the back of his
Oh my God! If he has a crack,
He's still on.
I'm telling you, you can see like if you stop it when he's bent over, there looks like there's something in his pocket.
Is that a spoon? He didn't do heroin. I just want to count more drugs to him.
They've been throwing those breaking balls, then they'll waste the fastball down and in. They figure if Incaviglia wants to hit
See, there's kind of something.
Now the pattern's been to come back outside with
There might be the crack pipe in his back pocket there.
That was the pitch, Incaviglia.
Do you want to talk about Armstrong's ass here later too?
Yeah, he did have a big butt, man.
Is it what's his name? Scott Armstrong? What's his name?
I think it's Scott. I was wanting to say Adam Armstrong.
I feel like Scott Armstrong was like a.
So it's not him.
I feel like Scott Armstrong was like a professional wrestler or something.
Oh my
God!
That was a good curveball.
Boyd is on fire.
Inky was not doing anything with that.
Dude, I am becoming a Can fan right now. I love.
It's kind of fun to watch.
I love watching him pit. He's just got intensity. That's stupid uniform though.
I mean, no wonder he was smoking so much crack.
But he has made them all. That's the kind of game Boyd has been pitching tonight. Ward bounces the ball up the middle, deflected.
His hat fell off again.
He tags the bag, and that retires the side. So
Good
again,
Lord.
a relatively easy inning
He needs to get a tighter hat.
a 1-2-3 following that, and we'll go to the 7th inning as the Rangers.
No way Jeff Russell comes out for another inning.
I feel like he couldn't pitch more than one inning. And he went really high.
Oh, he got up in the air quite a bit, didn't he?
Tickets for exciting Texas Rangers baseball.
There you go, Dustin. There's the number. There's the number.
It's 817-273-5100.
Metro 273-5100.
Here's a look at upcoming Texas Ranger home games. Friday through Sunday, September 5th.
The one game I was watching had Charlie Huff pitching. It's everybody dribbling to the pitcher's mound. It's hilarious. Or driving it to deep center. There's like
There's no in between.
No in between. He's like, he leaves one hanging, you hit the hell out of it. And if I mean that game was against the young Cal Ripken in there. Well, not young. I guess he was 6 years in, 5 years in.
Mitch Williams is in there.
Mitch Williams.
Wild thing.
Not number 99.
Let's watch this doofus fall off the mound. Oh, maybe he's not as crazy in this one. Do you remember how stupid when he gets to the Phillies, he's falling off the mound in '93?
All over the plate, yeah.
He's way more.
Dear.
Wow, he's
shit.
like, damn it! I knew I should have fell off the mound better. A little more. Mitch Williams was a bum. I'm gonna say it. And as a fan of lefties, I always thought he was. He's also Joe Carter's bitch. So I feel like one of you about to say that he's a good friend of mine. So
yeah.
He's a friend of mine.
Grego just okay. Oh.
Yeah. Oh well. Never mind.
Dismount. See, look. Now he's starting to fall off a little more. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
This weight grows like across his body.
Yeah. See, he's already.
The bat goes farther than the ball. Bouchel makes the play. The bat splintered. The whole barrel came off and went flying over the pitcher's
Check it for
head.
cork.
Out near second base. Hitter is retired. Now the bat is being retrieved, or what's left of it.
That's bad wood right there.
Oh.
Okay, Norm.
Oh, bad wood. Add that to the sexy Norm drops.
Mitch kind of throws a little bit like early career Mitch kind of throws like kind of looks like Chris Sale, doesn't he?
A little bit.
A little bit.
The way that he's throwing.
Chris Hill a little bit more finely tuned.
Sale's
Yeah,
more
I mean he's a little more. Yeah, but
a little more over the top too for Chris Sale, right?
Boy, if he's
very similar.
If Mitch saw tape of himself, he's just wildly inconsistent. Because you could tell when he started this and when he got that home run knocked off him, he was really upright, and now he's falling. And then he does another one where he's upright. I would say he probably pitches better as he's unbalanced.
Falling everywhere, yeah.
I mean, the fool used to fall on the. I mean, literally fall on the ground.
It got really bad with Philly for sure.
Yeah, Philly was insane. See, look, that's not too bad.
Rangers, of course, coming into this one having won 4 in a row, and Boston coming in having
Is this
lost
Wade?
3 straight. Well, all things do come to an end.
No, it's Gedman.
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 Yeah.
And the Rangers at 66 and 59. Likewise.
What'd he
Let's see if
play?
he's going to be right over the plate against this lefty. Sure is.
Yeah, same damn thing.
I would not sit over the
worried
plate
about
on
it.
this motherfucker.
No fucking way. No fucking way.
Mitch would fucking kill you.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that when I was younger, because Mitch, whenever I was a kid, was the hot, reliever, and he is wearing his fucking ball cap.
Yeah. That's safe.
That's
totally safe.
unstable.
Yeah,
Unstable.
Really smart too.
Concussion.
That's a
a
good
pitch right there. Absolutely.
Now do that again. He's just wildly inconsistent. But see that part he was.
How do you lay off that as a left-handed hitter? Ball coming in like that.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Especially where like his release point is. His
Yes.
release point's like way behind Gedman's
Oh, my-
foot where he's standing.
Yeah.
That was a bad call.
But yeah, as him being a lefty and being a hot reliever, I did
Why
not
is he
know.
standing like, look at his knee.
I did.
So weird.
I did not know he
Did
was a
you see
Ranger
that?
whenever I was a kid, because I never.
Mitch Williams?
Yeah, I didn't know that he'd been with the Rangers.
He wasn't here long, was he? A couple of years, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, a few years.
Oh,
That's a good pitch, yeah.
that was right
Look at
there.
there.
Strike 4.
After fucking up that first pitch,
And then Gedman's the catcher, so he's got to run back.
run
to the
his
dugout.
ass over. Yeah, I was just gonna ask, but God, we're getting our ass whooped. All right, everybody, ready for the 7th inning stretch?
That's the song they played during the 7th inning stretch. man.
Yeah.
So they don't play Cotton Eye Joe anymore? People were talking about that at work the other day, actually.
I think it's
I
racist or
think so.
something.
They play God Bless America, and then they play
Yeah.
that song.
Yeah, Jesus.
Right with foam.
What a beating.
Did Brandon just go take a mad shit? Where did you go?
No, I let the dogs out.
Okay.
Tonight it'll be the Mets at San Diego, Philadelphia at Los Angeles, and Montreal at San Francisco. Last night in LA, in case you didn't get the late score, Fernando Valenzuela got
I
his
did
Dude.
miss the late score.
In case you didn't get the
Rest
late
in peace.
score. Like, come on.
I still can't believe Fernando was pitching that late.
Well,
When was his rookie year, Valenzuela?
Like 81, I think. He won the Cy Young that year too.
His rookie year?
Uh huh. Yeah.
Oh shit! Wow.
Yeah.
81.
what an all-time flame out.
Strike year for them. I
No
think.
Rookie of the Year and Cy Young Award.
R.I.P. I'm sorry to talk you over to death, but you think if your rookie season you win a Cy Young, you're going to be a generational player,
Yeah.
and he just
Probably
wasn't.
so. And he's way away from the plate. Look at that.
He steps in.
He's basically standing in Fort Worth.
He did basically. My goodness.
Well, if you got smacked in the face like he did,
Yeah, it's like don't hit me here again.
God,
Look where he's standing.
it's so
Jesus H,
I
man.
guess that would be Dallas, actually. I
But he-
keep
but he
forgetting what.
steps-
My
He steps
goodness.
towards the plate. When he
He's like a
starts to
little
swing.
kid that's like scared to be in the box.
Yeah.
Outside corner just misses. 1-2. Oil Can has had outstanding control tonight, and there's been the real contrast. He and starting pitcher Mike Loynd. Mike did not have good control, either in or out of the strike zone. That stays up.
Good Lord. How?
Oh man, this umpire.
Oh,
How many of
Robot
those has he
umps now.
missed, man?
I feel like he needs a chin strap for his hat.
Yeah.
He used to do some crack before the game.
Yeah. You think you
Brandon,
could
I
ask
think
him
we
like,
said
where
that-
is the best crack at?
It looks like there's something in his back pocket.
Oh God. I don't think he'd be dumb enough to keep his crack pipe in his.
I mean, I wouldn't put. I mean, come on, dude. He was
Listen.
smoking. I mean,
Let's
don't
just
think
think
he was-
about this for just a second. They're not making rationalized decisions.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, how smart do you think this guy is? It looks like there's. Yes, see that in his right pocket?
Yeah.
There looks like a little device that's. You could
Maybe
kinda
it's-
see it's about as long as what a pipe would be.
Maybe it's the pitch communicator
It
thing.
looks kind of thin too. Yeah, the pitch communicator. Yeah.
You didn't have that yet?
Look, it's broken. It looks like a crack pipe.
Sit on that motherfucker. Yeah.
That's a terrible swing.
I was
Jesus
about to say
Christ.
there have been a lot of weak swings like that on both teams.
Just throwing the bat out there.
Yeah. Good 80s.
I'm kind of sad that we're watching a Ranger game and the non-Ranger is actually the more exciting part of this game. But it is what it
Well,
is.
we've still got 2 innings. There could be a rally. We don't know.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I haven't seen anything where I'm like, man, that player was good, or like, I don't know. I mean, it was cool seeing like.
I mean, look,
Ruben
the Red Sox
Sierra.
couldn't close it a 2-run lead in the 10th at Chase Stadium. Ain't over.
Too soon.
Well, there definitely weren't as many transplant Red Sox fans back then, huh?
No.
Who's this guy?
About the only time it seemed like Arlington Stadium ever filled up with visiting fans is when the Tigers would roll into town.
Tigers.
Why do you think that is?
Well, because
Big Alan Trammell fans.
Arlington had a General Motors plant, which brought a lot of people down from Michigan.
Makes sense.
I'll be darned. I would
See,
never guess that.
you know what?
Stars scored again.
Again, Watch Dogs.
4-1.
Who are the Stars playing?
They're playing the Kraken.
Seattle.
That fake team.
had to
That's
be
not a real
Kraken,
team.
didn't
Yeah.
They're playing in the Kingdom.
Oh, are they?
It would be so funny. Do we buy him a new state? Nah, we got the Kingdom just sitting over there.
I was going to guess
here's the-
Lumen Field, but
So where they're actually playing is where the Sonics used to play. So they literally
Wow.
gutted it out, and they
The
didn't
arena?
replace the original. Yeah, they didn't
Really?
replace the original roof. They just kind of excavated the old Key Arena and
That is so Seattle.
pretty much built a new arena right in its shell.
Oh my God, is he gonna
This
get on
dude
base
is
again?
ridiculous. He's on
Oh.
again.
No.
There's, oh, man.
I was like,
Oh, man.
this dribble. I'm like,
Challenge,
he's gonna beat this out, and he's gonna be on base again.
Hey.
Calls it.
I am pretty certain that was not an out. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, he got him.
No, we got him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
he's
good
good.
call.
He's good.
See, the umpires make a lot of good calls, too.
I've never heard of this guy pitching here.
I saw this guy at a bar once.
Did you?
No, he just looks like somebody you just walk into
Oh,
a bar
yeah,
and see.
Shut up,
He- just
Justin.
generic.
Even I knew that was a joke. Really? Huh?
Hey, Dustin, you know what's been the best part about the last 2 weeks?
What's that?
No fucking Tottenham games.
Oh, yeah,
it's been,
that's right.
It's been glorious.
All right, we're
Actually,
gonna end the
it's gonna be like
podcast right
18
here
day
on
break
this.
By the time
All
that
right.
they play again, and that's going to be a much-needed break.
Yeah, yeah.
Got not to be. It's,
Did they have an all-star game? What's the break for?
Yeah.
International break.
Yeah,
There were games
international
today,
break, and were they Premier League games today, or
No,
was it like
no.
FA Cup?
FA Cup.
FA Cup.
Yeah.
Fake Cup?
I watched a few German league games today, or watched bits and pieces. of
Shut
it.
up, Brandon. That was funny.
I didn't hear what you said.
I didn't either. What'd you say?
I said fake cup.
Okay.
I didn't hear what you
I
said.
just said F gay cup.
Yeah, that's. I would have thought you said F gay cup.
A gay cup.
A gay.
Were they playing?
I mean, if you look at it,
were they playing in France? It's the gay cup.
I could not believe that video.
That was something else.
Everybody look up dancing soccer. Everybody at home.
That was something else.
When here's the tagline: when soccer can't get gay enough. All right, going into the bottom of the 8th. We're almost home.
Conrad in the Arlington Hilton, huh?
Champagne brunch.
Wow.
And head over to Bob's. Oh yeah.
Also, Dustin, you've got all 4 of your Final Four still remaining.
Dustin's mic's not on. At least I can.
Mic's off, Dustin. Yeah.
No one can hear you. No, nothing. Check your mic real quick. Sorry.
Amy Grant.
What?
Concerts have been a very successful promotion. There's a swing in it. By the way, speaking
Is George W. the owner yet?
Sing "Baby, I'm So Glad You're Mine."
Who's the owner of the Rangers right now?
Ray Simpson and Bob Davis?
No.
Or Ray Davis and Bob Simpson?
I was like, what? No, George W. Bush hasn't bought the team yet, right?
No, this Eddie Childs was still the owner.
There's a foul down into the crowd, but Frank, as you know, is every bit as good as about any professional comedian that is around.
Throughout the game, we've given you a little canology, some of the tidbits of and sayings of Dennis Boyd. Got another one for you after this this pitch.
I gotta turn this up.
Can't wait, Norm.
Little bouncer.
Got a couple quick hits here for
Good Lord. They can't get shit going.
Now you gotta understand your geology and where Cleveland is in America, okay? Right there on Lake Erie, okay? The fog came in.
I think it's not geology.
Your geography, okay?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. When Mozart.
That's something.
And right after the game, Boyd had the answer. He said, quote, "When you build a stadium on the ocean, you can expect games to be fogged out."
Ocean.
Well,
He's talking about Cleveland, right? He went to.
Are they going to go to a different pitcher besides Boyd, or is Boyd going to go all 9 here?
we'll see.
Did
What's his pitch count up to?
Did he say that Oil Can went to Jackson State?
Wouldn't shock me. He was in that area, or he grew up in that area.
I just want another Deion Sanders connection to this podcast.
It wouldn't shock me. He did go to Jackson State, yes.
Thought it was the Mediterranean?
That's what he said. I wish I had the name, but maybe better that I don't.
They're talking about how dumb Oil Can Boyd is.
Yeah, because he's.
I mean,
Listen to this dumb shit that Oil Can Boyd said.
Back then, casual racism was.
Yeah, it's like, look at this dumb idiot guy named Oil Can said.
how do you think he was treated in Boston?
Oh, dude.
Especially not being able to pitch.
If he didn't pitch well. If he did pitch well.
Very well to him.
No.
In Boston. Probably not. Huh?
Look, rips off the helmet.
He's already ready to
And
go.
then
All
has
he
a
needs
hat
is a
on
glove.
underneath the helmet.
All he needs is a glove.
He's responsible for the only Rangers run.
What a horseshit.
Transition music.
No, I was
Bumper
just saying.
music.
I was just saying the effort.
Did y'all used to buy the programs when you go to the games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More so than I do now.
My
I don't
Yeah.
think I bought a program in 10 years, probably.
I was bequeathed. What do you call it when you're given to someone. When my grandmother died, I was given all of her programs,
Old programs.
dating back to the early '90s, I guess, or mid '90s.
I used to have a bunch that was packed away for years. I don't know what happened to all that stuff.
I really wish I could throw them away, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because I know none of them are going to be anything. Oh, look, Brandon's going to pull some shit out of his ass over
I
here.
think I accidentally threw some of my stuff away, like all my baseball cards and stuff.
How old's that one? Yeah, I've got that one.
I've had that one.
That's a 96 one. 97 or 96?
This might be the last program that I bought.
Really?
From 98.
Well, you know what the reason why I can't throw them away? My grandmother would buy the program and she wrote it, scored the game.
Oh, she scored them. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't throw them away.
No.
I guess I could take those parts out.
Billy Buck.
Who's that?
You know, when my grandfather passed, he had season tickets to the Cowboys every year from like 1960 to 2005 or
gnarly.
Whatever. He had programs from every single game.
That's so awesome.
Up in his closet.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
So you know, it was pretty cool going through
Is that one scored?
That's not
scored one.
Oh, okay.
It had it right in here.
You got to score it.
So I could have scored it if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I've never scored a game.
Oh, really?
Never.
I did in like the 80s.
I was never a big in the game score, but my grandmother did it because it was like a fun little thing, and then you would keep her into the game.
Yeah.
I have this scorecard in my desk that my wife's grandfather gave me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a St. Louis Browns scorecard from. Yeah.
Is that really vintage? Like legit?
Yeah. No, it's the actual one.
That's got to be 40s or 50s? No.
It is from 1946. He said he went to this game and he had it. He's like, "Yeah, do you want it?"
Hey, by the way, did everybody hear me? I did say 40s.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Well,
it's
because
crazy on this because they would actually print like the lineup cards of like the teams whenever they would give it to you.
Yeah.
So like the lineup cards for that day are on there.
Were you stuck with that lineup?
I guess.
No. I'm just
They were playing the Yankees that day.
It's been printed. It's printed.
Yeah. When you submit the lineup, how long do you have to change it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of thought that was weird.
You have to put Stan Musial in. You have to.
Like the names are printed on there. It's pretty crazy.
I don't know.
No, this is the actual St. Louis Browns, dude, not the Cardinals.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So it's pretty wild. Look, they got a cigarette ad on the front of it.
You're just gonna show me all.
Yeah.
So
what is that one, Brandon?
These are 2 unused World Series tickets because my aunt was a season ticket holder with the Giants.
I've got a few of the. Oh, I don't have one. I don't have that one.
This is wild.
Game 6 and Game 7, with 97, $50 a ticket in the lower level.
Oh, $50 for lower level?
Yeah.
That's just face.
That's wild.
That's insane.
Yeah, I have the ones that my parents had because they did have season tickets that year.
And the Stars scored again.
Miko got it.
Heck yeah.
Fire Miko.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, what a terrible fucking slide.
Jesus, that's like Ian Kinsler bad.
Yeah. Oh,
He just looked at me like I'm a fucking idiot.
It's like, dude, it's like 8-1. You don't need to.
Yeah, calm down. If you get thrown out, it does not even matter.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Okay.
They were just.
Hey, how about Corey Seager taking a runaway for us tonight?
Oh,
but his dumbass
it
base
didn't
running.
matter. It didn't matter in the end.
It didn't. But
oh look, Dave.
And I wanted my man Jacques Peterson with an RBI.
I'm sorry. Is this Jim Rice or Don Baylor?
This is
Dave Henderson. It was Dave Henderson.
Dave Henderson.
It was a joke. Sorry.
No. Yeah. Well.
Telling a joke on myself. Sorry.
5 straight years now in the big leagues. He has a tremendous
dude, he looked pretty jacked.
He did.
Oh my god!
Oh, shit! Good lord!
Holy shit!
Got around on that one,
didn't he?
Can you look up Dave Henderson's career? And I mean, I know he didn't do that much, but like, what was it? What would his career war?
Passed away not very long ago.
He died of
Dave
AIDS.
Wait, what?
he died in almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say he died a while back.
57. That's
pretty young.
Very young.
Sorry, did I miss that he died of AIDS?
No.
Okay. I don't know
He
why I
got
heard
sick
that.
and passed away.
He had a heart attack.
I don't know why. I'm gonna. I'll. I was watching the movie Fight Club. I was gonna say something like sickle cell. I don't know why I thought of that. But in the movie, he goes to these groups, and one of his group is sickle cell, and it's just thrown in there, and he's just in a room full of black people in Fight Club. No one watched that movie.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
It's so good.
Probably 20 years.
Yeah,
Probably.
it's a lot better than I remember.
Maybe even longer than that.
And you know what? I only watched the movie because you ever seen that Confused Breakfast? I think that's what it's called on YouTube. They do like
which one?
It's Confused Breakfasts of guys like our age or my age that review movies that we watched when we were kids or when we were in high school or whatever. And
so like Watch Dogs for movies?
Kind of, but they just do reviews. They don't watch it through the whole thing. And they watched Fight Club, so I watched that.
Ooh,
the last 3 nights.
Really good
All right, 8-run ninth inning coming up.
Let's see. 7 runs to tie, 8 to win.
This is pre Jose Canseco and Juan Gonzalez, so I think this is pretty much lost cause. I can't believe they won that many games. I feel like this is a terrible 86 team.
Well, Oil Can had it going then.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. Is Oil Can staying in?
Back out there.
Dude, what a fucking dog.
Another complete game?
What a fucking dog.
Now, this is interesting because Dave Stapleton comes in as a defensive replacement up 8-1.
But he couldn't put it
in the alternative universe where Dave Stapleton is playing game.
God.
Do we want to think about that?
Crazy.
Like, go back in time and like stub Bill Buckner's toe and Dave Stapleton.
He left him in because he wanted him to be on the field, for the World Series win. It's kind of ironic.
I was going to say about I was going to say about Bill Buckner. I understand your point about it's his fault for getting the ball to the fence. But they said that if you watch the video, I've seen the analysis of his glove. His glove was too loose. And
it was kind of a loose glove.
It was, in the way, if you watch the video, his glove folds in as he's moving over, and that's what missed the ball instead of staying open. And because if he would have knocked it down, that would have been fucking perfect, right? Like that would have been fine. He didn't need to make it clean.
I mean, I know that
if he knocks the ball down, Ray Knight doesn't come around third and score.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But
that, and I mean, they did have an entire Game 7 to play after that, right? I mean,
which they led 3-0.
Which they led into the 7th inning or something.
What the fuck was that? What a track on that ball. Don Baylor. Jeez. Oh, Dave Henderson. Dave fucked that up. He even knew it. Look at him. They're all dogging him right now. He's like, I caught him, motherfucker. I caught it.
They had a 3-0 lead going into the bottom of the 6th, and the Mets tied it.
All right, we had the last minute. Anybody? I love podcasts. Whenever they
Did the
get
Sox took the lead at the top of the 8th?
did he?
Well, the Mets they scored 3 in the 6th to tie, 3 in the 7th to take a 6-3 lead. Red Sox cut it to 6-5 in the 8th, and then the Mets got those runs back in the 8th, and then
Okay.
yeah, at that
Gerald
point,
Strawberry had a pretty big home run that game, I think, from what I remember. In Game 7.
In Game 7?
Yeah, Strawberry did, I think.
Yeah, the Red Sox actually went back-to-back in the top of the second.
Man,
Good God.
fucking
Man.
Boyd.
This stuff's
Not
gotten
a-
better throughout the game.
Not a great night for Inky.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, you watch some of these guys, and if you get rolling, man, you do just get better.
Ooh, why you
He's
gotta say chalk,
he's smoking these guys.
Yeah.
Greg?
Greg. Gary does not stand a chance.
The Rangers have scored 1 run this game, and it was on a first-inning home run.
By,
Oh, yeah,
from
by Toby, who hit his,
Yeah.
who's had 4 home runs for the year.
Oh, what
Oh,
a
that was a
play.
nice play.
Fuck me.
Wow.
Okay.
That was about as
Complete game for Old
Yeah.
Cam Boyd.
Boy, I would say with Watch Dogs, I think we have a hierarchy of pitching performances, and
Yeah.
Nolan Ryan's pretty high up there, but Cam Boyd and Fergie
Roger
Jenkins
Clemens.
are pretty neck and neck because that was a
that
performance.
was impressive.
7th complete game this season.
Jeez,
What the fuck?
fuck.
Well,
You don't
Fucking
even see
love.
7 complete games in the majors anymore.
I'm telling you right now, I love. This is what we watch these for. I
That
mean,
was a better time, man.
absolutely.
That's
When
that
pitchers-
stuff
Look,
was-
look at that
when
young
pitchers
Roger
pitch.
Clemens right there. Did you see him?
And Dustin saw him when they were out there right as soon as the game was over. He said he saw him on the mound.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Clemens.
Yeah.
Yep, he was out there.
You young. I was watching a clip where they talked about a game where Roger Clemens was throwing. I forgot who he threw at. I think it was
What are
Wilkerson
they
or something.
putting in the outfield there?
so that's because of the post-game concert.
Oh.
With what's her
Amy
name?
Grant.
That's right.
Amy Grant. Okay. All right. Well,
Now
let's wrap
go
this
down
one
the
up. I
field
don't think
with
there's
our
much left
post-game
over here.
interview With Oil Can Boyd. Yeah, I just want to give thanks to my
You think we're
crack
get-
pipe.
You think we're getting a post game show? All right. Well, thank y'all guys.
They just didn't do those back then.
No,
not.
no.
Is Emily Jones going to come out and interview?
No.
Yeah.
I hope not. Jesus.
Kurt Dykert had that job for a long time, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're wrapping this up. Appreciate it.
All right.
Until
Yeah,
next one.
Good times, guys.
Appreciate it,
See you,
guys.
fellas.
Hopefully this
Yep.
fucking sounds good. I'm going to fuck this up.
Yeah,
All right.
well,
See
you
y'all.
know.
See y'all later.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Bye.